But many Jamaicans have asked a legitimate question over the years. If everyone agreed that the bridge was needed, why did it take so long? It puzzled me too as your Prime Minister. Because the then Speaker of the House, who was the Member of Parliament for one side of the bridge, took an unusual privilege in Parliament as Speaker to raise the concern, and I was about to write her a note to say that this was not usual protocol for speakers to use their chair to raise their constituency matters. But before I could pen the note, the Member of Parliament for the other side, Michael Phillip, stood up and raised the issue as well. So there was a bipartisan agreement that the Troy Bridge must be fixed. But there is such a thing as procedure. I've been using the term bureaucracy. The answer lies, the question deserves an honest answer, right? And the answer lies in the systems governments use to ensure that public funds are spent responsibly. Over many decades, countries around the world learned difficult lessons about poorly planned projects. Bridges were built without proper designs, roads were approved without adequate engineering studies, costs were underestimated, budgets were exceeded, projects were started sometimes even without financing, and taxpayers ultimately paid the price. To prevent those mistakes, government developed systems of public investment appraisal. These systems require detailed engineering assessments, environmental reviews, economic analyses, procurement plans, fiscal evaluations, and independent approvals. These are not meaningless exercises. They serve an important purpose. They help to ensure that taxpayers receive value for money. They reduce waste. They discourage corruption. They strengthen accountability. They support sound fiscal management. And so as Prime Minister, I would never advocate abandoning these principles. Indeed, Jamaica's hard-won fiscal stability has been built upon stronger discipline, better planning, and more responsible management of public resources. But there is another truth we must acknowledge. Every system can become excessively rigid. Every safeguard can become overly burdensome. Every procedure can eventually create its own cost. And those costs are often invisible. When a bridge remains closed for years, there is a cost. When a farmer must travel farther to market, there is a cost. When a student spends additional hours commuting, there is a cost. When a business incurs higher transportation expenses, it costs you. When an ambulance or emergency vehicle faces delay, there could be a cost. It could be your life. These costs do not always appear on the government's balance sheet. They are not always visible to the technocrat or bureaucrat who is implementing the procedure. Yet, these costs are borne by you every day. It is borne by the children trying to get to school, risking their lives, going down the slope, crossing the river. My challenge is that it is invisible to the people who are saying to the NWA, for example, go and do an environmental study. Go and do an economic assessment of the bridge. Everybody agrees the bridge is necessary. But the procedure requires an environmental assessment of the bridge that was here 152 years before anybody think of environmental assessment. The bridge was built to create the economy that is here, built before, long before, justified its existence. Don't need to say whether or not this bridge will create economic activity. But yet, this project had to go through all of the procedures. I can't complain, because ultimately it is the government that makes the law. And I want everybody to appreciate that the government can change the law as well. The requirements that is imposed upon the infrastructure projects sometimes cost more than the actual infrastructure construction. Don't make sense.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show for yet another Saturday morning. I took the liberty to play that clip, and I wanted to play some more. But the reason why I play that clip, because I've been playing short pieces from it, and context matters. Because we're not doctor clip to make it sound like what we want it sound like. We're not do that. We want the context to be correct and people understand the context. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to all Portland Spice ambassadors. Welcome to all of you who are here for the first time. Happy to have you. Saturday morning, the #1 Saturday morning show on media coming out of Jamaica. Any media house, anywhere. This is the #1 fix on a Saturday morning. Yeah? Now, a lot of things are out there. Lots of stuff. The news space is loaded. Want to say good morning and welcome to all the listeners on Mastercat Radio at Zeno FM. Good morning to you. Welcome. Just let me remind you that the views expressed on the Colin Bell Show are not necessarily those of the managers of Mastercat Radio on Zeno FM. Cat, big up yourself, my brother. Still waiting on the brethren. Brethren, the way you say you have a connection to. Yeah, still want to have a discussion with him. So, welcome everybody. Share up the live, like up the live for me now. Whole heap of things this morning. On this channel, we're staying on point. We're not suppressing any views. But some things are not relevant at the minute. So we're not taking them on. When the time is right, when it's that time, we will deal with them. Now, my listeners and viewers, you know I go all about and pick up what is happening and what is interesting, what is important. I saw the governing party starting a series of area council meetings. And I like the slogan that they are using. Love it. They are using a slogan that says, truth matters. Bravo. Bravo. Truth matters. Every day. Truth matters. So I like the slogan. Very interesting. But I also want to say to them that truth does not mind being questioned. You hear me? Truth, not have a problem answering questions. And I realize that you have a lot of politicians who like talking to people. Because when you're talking to your audience, you can tell them any bullcrap. You can tell a lot of lies. But when you're having a discussion with, then you have to answer questions. I am saying to the government, set out a standard for us. Because you can't continue to discredit social media and behave like you don't accept those of us who are in the space, because we know you do when it suits you. But set out some standard that those of us who are in the social media space on YouTube and TikTok can get interviews with government ministers. It should be compulsory that government ministers speak with the media. And I'm saying to the government, if truth matters, transparency matters, accountability matters, you must speak with us. Invite us to your press briefing and your press conferences. Because there are those of us that you don't give a license to, and we will ask the pointed questions. Or is it that you don't want those questions to be asked of you and your ministers? But I will say to the Andrew Holness-led administration, lot of big speech have been made. Lot of big talk have been made by no less a person than the Prime Minister and other ministers too. One of the Prime Minister big talk is that him not afraid of nobody. No, Prime Minister, we have no intention of any physical attack or any verbal attack on you. What I believe you are afraid of is facing broadcasters or journalists or media people who will ask you pointed questions. I believe, Prime Minister, you're afraid of the truth. And most of your ministers are afraid of the truth. And if you're not afraid of the truth, then tell us what the criteria are for those of us to be who want to be invited to the press briefing and the press conferences, and for those of us who want to invite you on our platform. What are the criteria? Let us know. Because with every little thing you run go down a nationwide, who I refer to as members of your choir. And therefore, they will ask you maybe questions that you send or what you want them to ask. And they will not push the envelope or the envelope or whichever you want to pronounce it. They will not push it. So therefore, you get off easy. Let's have some rational discussion. If you are out there saying that truth matters, those of us who you want to classify as spreading misinformation and who you see as unpatriotic because we criticize the government, we're not begging them anything, Nadia. They are spending our taxpayers' money. They are our employees. They are employed by the people of Jamaica. Yeah? And it is indictment on them to come to us. So, you can't be out there talking about truth and then you're hiding from the independent media. I say all of that because the news cycle is full. The news cycle is full. I want to go first this morning to a clip from TVJ as it relates to increase in toll. And an argument developing between Darrell Vaz and Lothian Cousins. Let's go to the clip.
News update now. A political showdown is unfolding this evening between the government and opposition over the impending increase in toll rates. Sandy Williams explains.
The government has announced another increase in toll rates, and at the same time, the Minister of Transport is trying to blame the People's National Party for the tolling formula that is simply not supported by the facts.
That sharp criticism from opposition spokesperson on Land and Works, Lothian Cousins, as the country reacts to the recently published proposed toll hike for the North-South Highway. The increase forms part of contractual obligations. Mr. Cousins argues the foundation for those agreements predates the former PNP administration, challenging claims about who is responsible for the tolling structure.
The historical record is clear. The key agreements that established the framework for the North-South Highway project were negotiated and signed under the Jamaica Labour Party administration in 2011. While a restated agreement was signed in 2012, that was a mere formality. It was based on contractual arrangements that already existed before the People's National Party took office. It is therefore misleading for anyone to suggest that the tolling formula originated under the People's National Party administration.
Transport Minister Darrell Vaz has issued a terse response.
Once again, the PNP is being completely disingenuous. I understand that Mr. Cousins just got the little work a few days ago as shadow spokesperson, so we neither have the time or the documentation to properly review.
Mr. Vaz also pointed to what he says is clear responsibility.
The Labour Party lost office in 2011, December. This was signed 6 months later, in June 2012, which would have given them sufficient time, wherever the discussions had reached, to quote and put together a proper final contract for signing, which the onus was on them to do.
A binding deal with the toll authority stands at the center of it all, a contract that locks in periodic increases tied to inflation, which means that no matter who sits in power, the rates go up. Sandy Williams, TVJ News.
Now, when you listen to Darrell, you really wonder what these people are eating or drinking. Hold on the caller. Because if you have been in power for 10 years and something wrong with the deal, why you not change it? You know, I tell you earlier, I played the clip with the Prime Minister because I want to get the context of some of the things them, because I've been playing short clips from it. And I just want to say this to Darrell Vaz. And Neville is on the line. So Neville, tell Darrell, say, me say, him is a lost man. Him is a lost sheep in the woods. A search for him way because him not have no vision. This is what the Prime Minister said about the government.
I can't complain, because ultimately it is the government that makes the law. And I want everybody to appreciate that the government can change the law as well.
So tell Darrell, say if there's a problem with the toll fee, it's 10 years him have and him not change it. So no blame nobody.
Hello?
Morning, nephew.
Morning, Mr. Bell. How you do, my brother? How you do?
I am giving God thanks and praise because I am here to praise him.
And morning also to your followers.
Yes.
I spoke to Minister Vaz every day,
Yes, very well.
and I will never out of my sense to bring what he is saying. But what I call you about,
Mm.
you mentioned on your program daily that the labor rights afraid to come on your program.
Oh, yes, they are.
And the ministers of government afraid to come on your program.
Yes, they are.
And I am here to ask you, Mr. Colin Bell.
Yes.
You are so biased against the Labour Party
I know.
on your program.
Listen. All right, finish. Say your say. Go ahead.
You are so biased against the Labour Party on your program. Even the 1 and 2 JLP supporters like me who will come on your program. You abused your authority and you don't even give us the right to express your dictate, and then you determine what is to say from what not to say. Why should JLP ministers and members of parliament subject themselves to this kind of bully hooliganism where you're going to tell Carla that you can't discuss this topic until next year because more important matters is here to discuss. Maybe so. But the caller should entitle to their democratic right if the program name the people's program, as long as it not liable against anyone.
The program named the Colin Bell Show.
Hello?
The program named the Colin Bell Show.
Oh, so you change the program now? You change the name now?
When did it? Hold on. You see what me tell you? You see why sometimes me have to shut you down? Because this program has never named the People Show. It has always been the
Mr.
Colin Bell Show.
Mr. Bell, I am not going to say you're disingenuous. What I will say, remember, you have said it on your program more than one time that the program is for the people.
Yes, but it not named so, and also it named the Colin Bell Show.
Oh, well.
When me answer the phone, when me say, welcome to the Colin Bell Show, welcome to PortlandspiceTV.
You do. But
hear me, nephew. Yes. Hold on. You realize how me sit down and allow you to go on and abuse me and call me all kind of whatever. Let me tell you something, nephew. Let me tell you something. Bias is not a sin. Being biased is not a crime. Yeah? I am not.
No,
listen, I have made myself clear on a daily basis that I am a paid up member and a high-ranking member of the People's National Party. However, I conduct this program as an independent program. And on a 1 and a 2 time, I tell you, this is a PNP channel. PNP no pay me if you say one word. Yeah?
Mr. Bell.
I have never earned, hold on. I have never earned $1 from the People's National Party. Never. Yeah?
I'm not going to dispute that.
So hold on. So here what me I go say to you now. It is the truth that we put front and center on this channel. And if the truth is aligned with the PNP, then so be it. If it is aligned with the GLP, so be it. You know why I might sound biased? Because the truth and the GLP have no lot in our part. And when we talk, mostly on this channel, we discuss the economy for most part. We discuss everything. But the channel is more focused on the Jamaican economy. And the Jamaican economy and the GLP no have no good tidings. Every time the Jamaican economy crash, it crash under GLP administration. Every
Mr.
time the
Bell.
economy of Jamaica is built back, it is built back by the People's National Party. Those are not my opinion. Those are not my views. Those are the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us God, and we can defend it with the data. So if that make me
Mr.
sound
Bell.
biased, so be it. Go ahead, nephew.
Mr. Bell, I am not dispute the fact that from time to time you may not have a topic which on the front burner. Not disputing that. Because it going to happen. What I am saying, Mr. Bell, is that when a caller call your program, they are to entitled to discuss the topic that individual want to discuss.
Yeah,
But
when we have a free for all, not when we have a topic that we're discussing. When we have a free for all and we say anything you want to talk about, you talk about. Fine, I love you. But when I'm discussing a topic, or may have a couple topics on the table, on the agenda that I said I want to discuss today, that is what I want to discuss.
Know that you correct me and make me know that the program is Colin Bell program, a vice president for the
It is the Colin Bell show, and I'm not a vice president for the PNP. Don't me, you see,
chairman.
why would I like tell?
Chairman.
I am a vice chairman for Region 2.
Know that you correct me. And as a politician like you,
but
I
everybody
know
knows
that
me a politician. Me run for councillor, and I was about to run for member of parliament.
And as you talk about councillor, I am preparing myself that if you should return back to represent the PNP in the fellowship.
You don't even say return, but just return. Return is good enough. Your reputation.
I will be in the. Make I finish the point. I will be in the fellowship division to make the electorate know that they cannot put power in your hand. It's a dangerous man when it comes on to power. You abuse it.
Nephew, you hear Flight Green out there tell the people them now if you go plant Aki. You know, long me I tell the people in the fellowship division that they must plant Aki, coconut, breadfruit, and pear. Is 4 crops that can take care of them pension. Uno late, uno a blind bar teamos. Your leader then lack vision. Your leaders are weak. And even if you don't have vision, you can take ideas. Weak set of leaders you have, nephew. Tell Darrell the same loss. He's lost. Trying to find a way out.
Let me ask you this before we go. Can you fund your campaign? I
funded it the last time, and I will fund it again. All my journeys are powered by the blood of Jesus Christ. And once Jesus Christ is in the vessel, we smile at the storm. Have a good morning, nephew. Happy Sabbath. March to the march.
Morning.
Wagwan.
You sure never win this morning?
Eh?
You look how you make never win this morning.
How we win?
And man, no come divert you from where they pan, man.
Nah, man, he might cost me. So me allow him to cost me.
But I divert him, because you come to talk about truth and lie. And my man just come to divert. Well, make him go on. Him think him divert.
Yeah, all right, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, when they're talking about truth, you cannot send Desmond McKenzie.
Tala.
Desmond McKenzie is a liar. So take truth out of Desmond McKenzie. When the M10 last in vision to 25 minutes, after him done so and him get him dose of pepper spray. Instead 25 minutes in lose him, 25 minutes in blind for.
Me no know, me no remember.
Afterward, Mr. After him get him pepper spray thing, me no see him walk away after that. Walk away with him people there. And it never take 25 minutes. But him did come down to Portland. Well, him said the JUTC make profit for many years. And Desmond McKenzie,
That man Mackenzie is a liar. When you end the year council meeting and him attack, say, government go down to help the people and the people they never want help. And government, the people are do all kind of something. And a pure lie. That man Mackenzie go down there tell again, you know, I hear council meeting, you know. That man Mackenzie can't, you can't talk truth and bring that man Mackenzie in.
Marshy, can I beg you about 10 seconds? Just 10
Not
seconds.
a problem.
Just 10 seconds.
The JUTC, for the first time in many years, has made a profit. Them no one we talk about.
Hold on, let me say it again. Say it again, brother Desmond. Say it again.
The JUTC, for the first time in many years, has made a profit. Them no one we talk about.
Ease out, Desmond.
Eh?
Yes, Marsh.
That lion human being, eh? That lion human being. No one they get the pepper spray. That man is too lie. And the labor right there, well, now me tell you, you know what I disrespect that man Mackenzie, Andrew Warner, and many of the JLP people, them, they disrespect the JLP supporters, you know. If a man in your face with lie, over and over, you know what I disrespect you.
Yeah, man.
If a man
Major
tell you,
disrespect.
if a man tell you say your life better, and when you go supermarket, when you go market, when you go everywhere, your salary can't go anywhere that you, and the man tell you say your life better. And this the man this you know. When you're talking about
time.
truth, Andrew Willis cannot talk truth. If him talk truth, him not mean it. And he don't know what to do with the truth when the truth comes. So that man, no come, not talk truth. A wrong slogan in the youth. Because Audrey Marks come out with the telling lie. Horace Chan come out telling lie. The Prime Minister himself, always lie. Because them go doctor and doctor tell them to suffer from the Aphylides syndrome. They can't do any better. So wrong choice of word on you, only just to lie. It can't work. So go and run the thing and just show them up. Make them can dispute it to you. If any day you don't want to talk truth, don't go over nation narrow. Because them not no purpose anymore.
Hey, Marsh, you have bad lyrics, man, you know. Where you say the name Nation Narrow?
Nation narrow. Them Nation narrow.
Nation Narrow News Network.
I must big up Isaac Buchanan. I hear him with that thing, you know. When you have some, well, in touch again, you have some big, whatever kind of person will come tell you this and tell you, say it's alleged, say the PNP, now united. You must get piece of that clip. They ask border fee.
Me have it, man.
I want.
Me have it.
You have it. All
Yes,
right. Me don't need to bust my brain anymore then.
Yeah, man.
All right. Go on do your thing.
Blessings, Marshy. 1-876-804-7072. This is the Colin Bell Show. We are live on Portland Spice TV. We are also on Mastercat Radio at Zeno FM. If you have not yet subscribed to Portland Spice TV, please subscribe, like, and share. And if you're on the video, on the platform right now, and you have not yet clicked the like button, please click the like button for us. One love. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show, sir.
Morning, Mr. Bell.
Blessings and thanks. Welcome.
That the uncle, him call himself nephew, but him not nephew, my uncle.
My uncle.
Too old for be nephew. Yeah, too old for be nephew. Whenever talk about your program, you could never go on Cliff Hughes' program and talk anything bad about the Prime Minister or wherever. I used to call the program the Cliff Hughes program regular. And every time you're going to talk about Andrew Jones, he either cut you off. And most of the people on Cliff Hughes' program are people who are known political JLP activists.
Yeah.
So whether man they talk, bear in mind, you know, the government had Pioneer Station, like Cliff Hughes Station, you understand?
Yes.
So it's only one thing I like the PNP for the because the election before the last one, there are 14 seats. And then this election are just gone. Them get 14 more. And them need to come together now to get another 14 on the 28th. I think them need to make that a target. Let's say you go for 14 and you only get 7. You're still in good standing. Eh?
Of course. That is the objective
Right.
to form government.
Right. So we have 28 now. We need another 14 on the 28th.
Yes.
And I think in order to get that now, come here a little thing are going on with Damian Crawford and all of that. I don't know how true it is, but I think all hands must be on deck for work along with Mark Golding as the leader, because it's like an engine,
Yes.
An engine of a car. You have all different parts. You have the transmission, you have the front end part.
Everything
you
have to
all
work
different
together in
parts
unison.
that come together
Yes.
to make it, a proper engine. You understand what I said to you?
Yes. A proper vehicle.
A proper vehicle. So
Yeah.
Damien must understand, because I believe if Damien ever any challenge now or at this time or the next 5 years will destabilize the PNP, because we have gone through enough of that with the Peter Phillips, the Portia Simpson come down the line. And I think now is the time all members must come together for the benefit of the party. It's like a football team. The only way you can win is when the team come together. Everybody play a part, and once you win, everybody benefit. Mark Golding win the election, then Damien can start look to the other, down the road to say, okay, I could be the successor. You get what I'm trying to say to you?
Yes.
But all hands have to be on deck, because this 28 to the PNP have, it's only 4 more seats would have put them into power.
That is it.
No,
That is it.
So this was a signal to say, let's work together. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to do your subject, but you only need 4 more or 6 more subjects. You have to go in the evening class to get back them 6 to qualify you for your degree or for whatever you want to pursue. You understand?
Yes, yes.
So the PNP must come together as the opposition. We have 28 members of parliament. All 28 hands must be on deck, because even if Damian Crawford might feel so, well, we're going to have a little destabilized by having a challenge now. You're not going to get all hands on his side. You're going to divide the party. And you're not. You understand? So we have to come together for the benefit of the party, and then we can move forward.
All right, my brother. Give thanks.
Yeah. All right.
One love. 1-876-804-7072. Welcome to Portland Spice TV. This is the Colin Bell Show. We're live this morning. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, Colin.
Good morning.
And to all your listeners. I got two things.
Yeah.
First thing, based on I watch you Monday to Wednesday, yeah. And I've been listening to other platforms, not too many though. Okay, I'm convinced there are a lot of people out there that have what is called ADHD. Yeah, they cannot focus on what needs to be focused on. Yeah.
No, you see, let me tell you, it's not that. It's the ratings and the viewership they're running down. So whatever they think that will bring more views and more ratings, they jump to that.
Yeah, but it's just there are bigger issues.
Yeah, but
hand,
one of the problems is that
focused on these.
for some of them, being on their platform is a job. For me, it's a work.
Yes.
And there's a difference between a job and a work.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
So
understood.
They are trying to make the money. My thing is about trying to educate the Jamaican people, open up their eyes and get them to move in a direction for the betterment of the country. So that's why right now our focus is on the economy. It is on the level of corruption that is taking place in the country. It is on the TCN that we need not getting involved in.
Absolutely.
And it's about the recession, trying to get Jamaica to come out of this recession quick as possible. We shouldn't be going into a L-shaped recession. And those are the things that we are focusing on over here.
Yes, and that is the right thing to focus on. Absolutely. Because all these little side rubbish, it's not going to help people pay their bills, put food on the table, right? Send their kids to school. Come on. Okay. Other thing, just before I jump off, can I ask you, because I know that you stated what you do on behalf of the PNP, but can I ask you, is the PNP 2017 constitutional document, is that the last one for the PNP party? Or is there more up-to-date one?
I think there's a more up-to-date one. I think so. I think there's...
there is one. Okay.
I think there's one. And if you go online, you'll be able to find it, I think. There's a new one.
All right, I'm going to have a look. Because
but
the one that I found was
major changes. One of the changes that there's no challenge. You can't challenge the leader 2 years. It's 2 years before an election.
Don't go into that, Colin.
Right. It's just some few.
I understand.
It's not a lot of changes that is in the new one from the old one.
Right, okay, because I wanted to find out what the latest one is, because I find it very interesting to understand how parties are structured. Okay.
Yeah, man.
And the PNP does publish their document.
Yes.
And it's something that I look at even in the UK, because, our parties up here are structured very differently. This is why when we have a Conservative Prime Minister, it is much easier to get a Conservative Prime Minister out of office than if we have a Labour Prime Minister, because they're different parties, they're structured differently.
Yes.
So this is why I wanted to make sure that I've got the latest document.
I think it's 2020. I think it's 2022. I think it's 2022.
All right. Okay.
If my memory serves me right.
Okay. Thank you, Colin. Thank you.
Bless you. One love, caller. 1-876-804-7072. We were supposed to have Clyde Williams this morning to talk about the Integrity Commission. I'm seeing where he just sent me a message that he's having some issues this morning. So let's see what happens. We're still watching the phone and see if there will be any changes. Caller, good morning. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Portland Spice TV. Want to say good morning to all the new listeners and those listening on Mastercat Radio at Zeno FM. The views expressed on the Colin Bell Show are not necessarily those of the management of Mastercat Radio on Zeno FM. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, Colin.
Morning, sir. Talk up in the phone.
Yeah, man. Morning and respect to all the listeners.
Yes.
This is something I call Jesus. On some reason. You hear me well, Colin?
Yeah, man. I'm hearing you well.
Okay. Colin, I've always stressed when I call the program the importance of education as it relates to our people. It is, and I always say this, we tend to major in the minors. You understand? And you have been preaching this from last week. If we have just come out of an election and we don't expect to have another election until 2030, what is the importance of discussing
that's a general election, another general election
in the opposition party at this time? When you look what is happening around the world, Colin, I was watching the news this morning, and I don't know if everybody realized that the whole world is in fire. The whole
hold on. You hear a news about a gun bust in the US, about 40 guns.
Yes, man, down in Florida. With them arrest must be about 4 or 6 Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Connected to a local, a well-known gang. They never call the gang names.
No, they didn't.
But they mention it.
Yes.
They mention it. But Colin, Europe, Putin is back into a corner and him just a gun nuclear on Ukraine. Trump get himself in a worse situation now where Iran is threatening not only to hit US assets, but also to hit the neighboring country. Now, Iran has always said this still, but it is happening now. And all of what is happening is going to have a ripple effect and what is going to take place in our country. And then we have the people who, the fourth estate, which is the media, who should be looking at all of these things that are happening and try to narrow it down to how it is going to affect us as a country. And let us debate that. What is the government doing or putting in place so that when these effects come our way, we can withstand them? Because it's not if it is going to come in, Colin. It is coming, and already we are on our way to a L-shaped recession, or we are in the L-shaped recession. I don't want to know what the recession is going to be like if this thing continue for the rest of the year, Colin.
See, oil prices on its way back up,
Yeah.
When Raleigh come this morning, you will tell us all about oil price, where it closed and all of that.
Colin, the people of the country need to stop looking at colors. Nephew need to stop pushing him head in the sun and hug up one individual.
No,
or no party.
Nephew is not a Jamaican, Nephew is not a Jamaican.
You're probably right.
Nephew is a Labourite.
You're probably right.
Remember what the Prime Minister said, being born in Jamaica does not really make you a Jamaican. And Malcolm X say, if you throw your weight behind a political party, and that political party is in power and control the government, and have failed to deliver on their promises, and you continue to support that party, you are not just an invalid, but you are a traitor to your country. So based on what the Prime Minister said, these Labourites are not Jamaicans. They are Labourites because they are not out there defending Jamaican. And I hear the blogger them on them program. They say that they are on their program to defend the government, not Jamaica. They are Jamaicans. It's the government them are defend. So
do they understand? No, Colin, that if tomorrow morning Andrew Holness demits office, they are still going to be living in the same country that has the problems.
Of course.
I don't know if they think about that, because the truth is, Andrew is okay. So if anything should not ever happen and him will demit office, him can live in a Jamaica and live comfortable. And he can go anywhere else in the world and go live comfortable because they have done what they need to do to put themselves in that position.
Yes.
But what about the poor man in Montego Bay, in Cambridge, in Darliston, in Stavlamar, in St. Elizabeth, in Trelawney, who are not as fortunate as him? Everything that this government talk about has nothing to do with development in the West. When we just came out of a serious hurricane that is the first they ever see it in a full region, and then discuss everything is as if the hurricane never happened again. You realize that you're coming like the hurricane never happened again.
Yeah, man, and look at the foolishness that they want to discuss now. And people are still living under tarpaulin. People are still living under 2 sheets of zinc.
Colin, as a Jamaican living outside of my country at this present moment, when I see what is happening and I have persons who live, because my mother suffer hurricane damage, and then tell her that she can't get a whole roof lift, and then tell her that she can't get no assistance because she have a commercial building on our premises. I mean, I look on it and I said to myself, my mother is 71 this year, right? And we have to figure it out. We have to find one way to deal up with our place.
Yes.
Right? But yeah, she is fortunate. What about
that she have some people can find a way. Yeah.
We can deal with it for them. And them idiot people here sit them in them office up a town and they talk about all kind of thing else. And the people them down there they struggle. God forbid if we shouldn't have another disastrous hurricane. The man them not say we can't get one, We are going through El Nino now. Them say we might have fewer hurricanes this season, but they never say we're not going to get none. No.
And them can't, all if them say we're not going to get none, them are not God, then can't predict it.
Exactly.
Them are
Is it that the Prime Minister is comfortable with these people suffering like this?
Yeah, man, of course they are comfortable. What do you mean if they're comfortable? Then hold on. You know, see the man them I try to get one baby. Figures do the recovery.
Yeah, I realize.
You never hear the ambassador say. The ambassador say if you are in an accident, would you want an infant to come take you out of your problem?
And it's a wicked analogy, you know. It's a wicked analogy the man uses.
Me say the analogy tough like stone. And at the same time, when the man drop the analogy, you have Anthony Anderson said them have to build out the agency. Then can't take on no work till the end of the year. So if you show yourself is an infant for true, just a learn for just still a defecating and then diaper. Yeah?
And
still can't walk.
And the man them talk about truth. What truth them go talk? Is it correct for us to say it is true that they have taken care of the people in the West?
Hey, Mr.
Colin,
little more.
Yeah, man, let's take care.
Little more. I want to go to Fox 5 for this gun bust. It happened in Long Island, I think, New York. Let's go to Fox 5 and hear what them say about it.
Gang, right now, Fox 5's Francis Wang is live in Mineola on Long Island to tell us more. Francis, what do you know so far?
Well, Ryan, officials are saying this all started with a routine traffic stop, and now 14 months later, they're calling this one of the most intense gun trafficking cases they've seen in recent years. Investigators even alleging that some of these illegal gun sales took place in the middle of the day in front of children as they were being dismissed from school. Officials also revealed that all 6 of these defendants, as you mentioned, are from Jamaica, ranging in age from 22 to 48 years old, and belong to a brutal Jamaica-based street gang. During a series of coordinated raids, investigators say they seized 47 firearms, including several high-capacity magazines, along with a kilogram of cocaine and 150 grams of heroin. Ballistic experts are also connecting the dots. They say that these thieves originally stole the guns from all across the country, and they've already linked at least 2 of those weapons directly to recent shootings in neighboring counties and other states.
This was a takedown of historic proportions that will not only make Nassau County safer, but the whole region.
This case is a powerful example of how we can accomplish when local and state and federal law enforcement work towards a common goal. Trafficking of more than 40 firearms is not a victimless crime. Every illegal firearms trafficked has the potential to be used in a violent crime.
Prosecutors say all 6 defendants will be facing numerous gun and drug charges. They also say this investigation is far from over. The district attorney here today saying she expects additional arrests and more charges to come.
Yes, there you have it. There you have it. Why? Remember Buju Banton sang Things Change? No one knows it's a life hard. Squander your money, now you're living like dog. Good morning. Welcome to Portland Spice TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share Portland Spice TV at YouTube. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Welcome.
I'm a frequent listener, first time caller.
Why have you been staying away from us?
I don't know. But I was recently in Jamaica, and it seems as if the country is 10 steps behind.
Well?
And the roads are extremely bad. And this is a road that I usually traverse on every day to work.
Yes.
So I know that nobody can tell me it was what the PNP did that makes the roads bad. And I look on it to see, even with the lies that the party is telling now, as in the current government. And I'm saying that where is the PNP communication in this? Because I've never seen press releases go viral. It's normally videos. Just like we saw the video with the nurse that went viral. So when Desmond McKenzie came out and told that vicious lie regarding what happened with the pepper spray, where is the PNP communication when
is like Desmond telling?
really debunked it in their newscasts? Shouldn't the PNP be clipping things together and putting it out?
Hold on. Is like Desmond McKenzie telling?
But they said the only thing that they said was wrong was the street.
Was the street? So
Yes.
TVJ responded to Desmond Mackenzie?
Last night they responded.
Last night? Oh, me never see that. Finished working after 11 last night, 10 Jamaica time. And by the time I got home and I just hit this, got a shower, got a wash off, not a shower. Had my bath and hit the sack.
Even the other thing that Daryl Vass came out and said to basically said to Mr. Cousins, you just got the work, so you don't know what you were talking about. Sending out a press release alone, a lot of people in Jamaica don't read.
You have to show them something.
Send out that video, show them something.
Yes, yes.
They have a truth campaign going on. Why the PNP don't have a fact check campaign?
Dan Walker, we say Colin Bell, you need to talk to your callers and their lies. Then Dan call now and rebut whatever them saying. You have a phone, I know you have a phone. You know the number. It's 1-876-804-7072. Call, and make we hear where you have to say there. The callers are saying that TVJ rebut what Desmond said and said the only thing that they got wrong was the name of the street. So, I don't know.
Are they saying that what regarding the toll thing is a lie? Is a lie that it was negotiated under the JLP?
Well, but caller, you know my point with that toll argument. Whoever it negotiate under, if Daryl Vass not pleased with it, he had 10 years to change it.
Exactly.
And the Prime Minister told us that is the government make the laws, and I want everybody. Let me play it because maybe them never hear it. Listen to Prime Minister.
I can't complain, you know, because ultimately it is the government that makes the law, and I want everybody to appreciate that the government can change the law as well.
Oh, no, listen this now. Listen this.
Preserving.
Listen this.
And that prevents it from.
Hold on.
I understand it very well. Right? I mean, I am technically the head of the bureaucracy.
You hear the Prime Minister say? He's the head of the bureaucracy. Yeah. So anything in Jamaica where I take long we can't change. Andrew Wellness response. Hey, you know, some start rate Andrew. I believe Andrew is on a program to clear his conscience, you know.
And these are one of the things that the PNP needs to start put out in their communications. Every day there must be a communication team that put this in the people's face. You can't just build giving a press release. A lot of people do not read. Let it reach the people. I watch your program, I watch Conrad, and I remember leading up to the election, even after the election, every single day Marlon Morgan was on you guys' program. Why isn't there somebody from the PNP who is calling these programs and rebutting all of these things?
Well, you see, the party have to give somebody that authority, you know. The party have to name somebody and give somebody that authority to speak. I don't know why they don't do it. But exactly, you know, one of these days I will ask.
Yeah, why isn't that somebody is not there driving on the roads and saying, look on these roads that have potholes on it? We're not telling a lie. I usually work with the government. I'm not telling a lie in terms of saying I usually drive on these roads, and I wasn't working just with the government. I was working in a position that I had to file a statutory declaration. Okay. So I know exactly everything that is happening in all of these things. We see the roads, we see the main roads, and there's no way a country can go forward without a proper road network. We see what is happening. Look on what they're saying. Less tourists are coming to Jamaica. You think it's only because of the hurricane?
No.
No.
I saw a video this morning with a lady saying that Jamaica is too expensive.
It is.
Yeah. And telling some of the prices. She said she was in Jamaica recently and the prices are ridiculous. And we heard Ed Bartlett in the parliament in the sectorial debate painting a pretty picture of Jamaica's tourism.
Nobody has to come to Jamaica for sea and sand and sun. They can go to other Caribbean countries. They can go to other Caribbean countries and get jerk chicken. They can go to other Caribbean countries and get the same thing because a lot of Jamaican workers are in other Caribbean countries.
Yeah,
When you
man.
go to the hotels in other Caribbean countries, at least 50% of the music that is played in the hotel are dancehall or reggae music.
Yeah, man.
They don't need to come to Jamaica.
I am on a Caribbean island right now. And remember me tell you, Jamaican music run the place straight.
Exactly.
You go in at the supermarket at Jamaican music I play. In at the bank at Jamaican music I play. And you know one of the funny thing I take when I saw it? In the banks in Jamaica, they don't play Jamaican music, you know. They play soul music.
I go into big franchise stores and it's only dancehall music that is being played or reggae music.
Yeah, man.
When where I work in a I don't want to say, but one of the top firms.
Yeah.
And when I hear them, people talk about Jamaica. I hear one of the lawyers said, "Why isn't there the government helping the people in the western side of the country as affected by the hurricane?" So, and I'm like, huh? He was like, "Yeah, I saw it on the news. I read. I've been to Jamaica before, so I know what's happening." But when I hear they talk about going on vacation, I've never heard a lot of them say that they want to go to Jamaica because it is expensive.
Yeah, it's too expensive. Too expensive, Carla. But we need to wake up. And the PNP need to wake up as well. The PNP need to put somebody out there in charge of communication. Give somebody the responsible to respond to the GLP lies and to the government mismanagement. Somebody needs to be out there dealing with it front and center.
Put in somebody who is calling these radio shows, calling these YouTube shows, who say that, listen to me, this is a lie. Let us address this.
Hold on, somebody's saying, Colin, research the airline expenses to land in Jamaican airport versus other Caribbean island and what they are saying. What? All right. I don't think that's hard to find out. We can find that out. All right, caller, thanks for your call. And don't take so long to call me again, here.
Okay, no problem.
I will be listening on for this voice.
Okay.
What should I call you? You don't have to give me a real name. Just give me a name where I can call you. Give me a nickname from back in the day.
Yeah, I can't give a nickname from back. Just call me Summer.
Summer. All right. Okay. It's that time. Thank you. 1-876-804-7072. This is the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Portland Spice TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Hope that you are learning something. Ralston Hyman is going to be joining us in another few minutes, and we're going to be talking about the Jamaican economy. We're going to be discussing the recession. In the meantime, morning, welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Morning, General Bell. How are you doing, sir?
I am fine, thanks. So I go on.
Yeah, we're moving along. Listen, the Governor General office destroying the evidence on emancipation. Why are we sitting back and allowing this?
The Governor General office is destroying evidence?
On emancipation.
That's a serious allegation you're making, bro.
It's not an allegation, it's a real life story.
What do you mean by that? Explain to us what you mean. What you're talking about.
Emancipation, on which we are going to celebrate August 1.
Yes.
Came about because of the hanging of Sam Sharp along with 300 other persons were hanged. 300 persons along with Sam Sharp was hanged. And out of that came Emancipation Day. The Governor General is putting all of that aside and having a celebration, not knowing that 300 Jamaicans were hanged with Sam Sharp. Why? They didn't have to be hanged because in 1823, a few years before you have the riots, the Demerara riots in Guyana. So they know, plus the authorities know that it was wrong to own chattel slaves. Plus, it was a law in England that it is wrong. It was a law in Scotland that it was wrong to own chattel slaves. Yet, Sam Sharp was to, along with 300 Jamaicans, chattel slaves, bear the brunt. And look what the Governor General office is doing to that day.
So the Governor General office is putting on what kind of celebration?
I don't know what they're putting on the 1st of August. And eliminate totally what Sam Sharp went through.
No, but you say you don't know what they're putting on, so I don't understand how you know say they might eliminate what Sam Sharp went through. Because I need to understand what it is that you're accusing the Governor General of.
I am saying clearly, emancipation should not be denigrated. That they should be held and respected for the murder of Sam Sharp and $300 Jamaican.
So you're saying there shouldn't be any celebration?
Of that sort, and Sam Sharp should be elevated on the 300 people along with him.
So what sort of celebration the Governor General having?
Some show, whatever, puppet show or whatever show.
What kind of show? Tell me, the man.
They're having a function where Governor General $20,000 where they're going at the show from 2 o'clock. And that day.
$20,000 for going out. So they're having a paid event?
Yeah.
Where?
And God knows where the Governor General live.
Oh? At King's house?
Yeah.
I have to go check it because I have not seen that. So I have to go look. I have to go look upon it and see it. I have to go look upon it and see it.
Indeed, and hear me clearly, we just got to come off, but let us come together on this Sam Sharp, 300 people were killed.
Yeah, but that's why, remember, PJ Patterson brought back Emancipation Day so as to recognize that, you know. Because remember, they had stopped recognizing Emancipation Day. PJ Patterson brought it back.
Yes, but what is happening, it is being eroded now. It is being lost.
So let's do some research and see what they're doing. All right, I'll do some checks on it.
Yeah, thank you. But listen, me good. I have done the research, and I see that we are woefully short on it. Because here it is good. Hear what I'm saying quickly, and I'll tell you. Sam Sharp and the 300 people that were killed with him was not to have been killed. He was not to have been hanged. They hung Sam Sharp to mask the evidence and to camouflage, give us emancipation. It should be Sam Sharp Liberation Day because he liberates us from chattel slavery. You're with me on that?
Yeah, man, definitely. I am with you on that.
So let us as a people don't forget what was done to him. And I'm telling you this. Let me tell you this quickly before we go. The president at that time, Jamaica had a president named by the name of George Cuthbert. George Cuthbert, the president of Jamaica in 1832 and in 1834, knew that they were instigating wrong against chattel slavery. He, the president, knew this, and he collaborated with his conspirators up in Scotland and in Wales.
But hold on, caller, hold on. Yeah, because somebody just brings something to my attention. The Governor General is an Adventist. What time tomorrow they have it? Today. What time today they having that? No, sorry. That's next week after next Saturday. Yeah. What time they having that event you're talking about?
That's me?
Yes, man.
They say the gate going open 4 o'clock, but what you want to do with the Sabbath is call. But my call is that as a people, we should not mask or some shop there. Emancipate them there.
All right.
That's my call.
All right. Respect.
All right.
1-876-804-7072. The Colin Bell Show. We're live on Portland Spice TV, where the best discussion on governance takes place 5 days a week. Mondays to Wednesdays, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Good morning.
Good morning, Colin, and morning to your listeners.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have a few opinions. Because, you know...
Hold on for me, caller. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just say this to the people in the chat room. There's a saying that says one fool make many. And there's a dunce in the chat room. I don't see him disrespect nobody, so I don't say a reason to block him. So I'm not going to block him because him basically, you see, sometimes you have to make the devil roam. And I am recognizing him as the devil in the chat room. So all I want to say to the people in the chat room, do not respond to the guy. We know the guys are half-wit. We know the guy have no facts. So just don't pay him any mind. That's why I realize me not answer him from morning. Go ahead, caller.
Yes. First opinion that I have.
And hold on. Before you go any further, let me just recognize the professor who has just stepped into the class. Ralston Hyman, good morning.
Morning to the listeners and the callers.
Welcome, sir. I could just recognize you first and foremost. Caller, finish up, and then we go to rally.
Okay, right. So basically, I am speaking about the statutory declaration, right? Because I think if someone like, for example, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, that had some fraudulent activity in the past, right? I am thinking that there should be a law that he should not get involved with the government that has to do anything with financially until like 10 years. So you have to have like a statute of limitation where if someone is fraudulent, it doesn't mean that they cannot serve the government anymore, but it has to be a time served. You know, like 10 years down the line, then they can come back.
No, I wouldn't agree with that until you are found guilty. If you are not found guilty, it can be just by a charge. And one of the things I wanted to find out from Clyde Williams this morning, because people are saying that when the Integrity Commission come out with a ruling against you, you take the Integrity Commission to court. But the Integrity Commission intention is to take you to court. So what's the difference with going to court at that time and clearing your name or trying to take them to court before? But I know I don't know. You might not be a legal mind, so that is not a question for you. But as soon as we get Clyde Williams on this program, we're going to be asking him those questions.
Yes, and the next thing, all right, this is my last thing now. Say, for example, because what I'm thinking, these people are lawmakers, right? And
Yes.
they're the one breaking the law.
Oh.
All right, look, for example, you apply for your license for your arm, right? You get denied based on whatsoever reason, and you know that you're a proper law-abiding citizen, and then you can hear how many things that are taking place over in FLA. How do we as the citizens supposed to feel? Because these people are breaking the law and yet still they're pretending as if you are the one that breaking the law. You know, it's not really fair, and that's what I'm saying, that most of these people, the moment that they have been in any limelight, remove them, because they're not hesitating to mess up you as a normal citizen. Thank you very much.
Blessings. Raleigh.
Yeah, man.
Well, go on, brother.
Yeah, we're there.
How was the week?
Well, not good for the economy.
Well, tell us about it.
Well, Bank of Jamaica intervened in the foreign exchange market Tuesday and Wednesday with 30 million each. Demand was 464 million. Bank of Jamaica wanted to mop up 20 billion. The demand was 38 billion. The inflation rate came out 0.8% in June over May, 6.7% June over June, June of last year, June of this year, driven by food prices, transport prices, housing, water, electricity, and gas. That doesn't look good because we see that the price of gasoline has been increased by petrol jam. So we see transport costs going up, toll fees going up. That means more inflation from the transport side. One of the good things that happened last week was that the SBAJ held a conference at the Pegasus Hotel for members of the small business community. It was chock full house. So it shows you that the people in that community, they are desperate for assistance. All of the government agencies were there. So it tells you, the turnout tells you how desperate those people are. The stock market was flat this week. Internationally, we see the crude prices going up, we see interest rates going up, and we see stock prices tumbling because the war is now intensifying between the US and Iran. The Iranians say they are escalating the number of targets. So most of the Gulf countries now are under attack from the Iranians. Trump says that the civilian infrastructure will be knocked out. The Iranians say that will knock out all of the civilian infrastructure in the Gulf states. So we're talking about desalination plants and all of those things. So
is this World War III?
Yeah, man, getting very dangerous. Yeah.
And what is happening over Europe side with Russia and Ukraine?
Intensifying again. Ukraine trying to knock out Russia's oil facilities, and Putin stepping up the campaign against Kyiv, a whole lot of attacks. So all of things are intensifying. And all those things are going to drive up commodity prices and cause the global economy to be under more pressure and the Jamaican economy under more pressure, given that we are creating our own problems here.
The world is in trouble and living ain't easy.
No.
Dennis Brown says all right?
Yeah, man.
So, Raleigh,
50 years ago, yeah.
Tell me a couple of things here. I've been asking you this question, but with inflation now at what, 6.7%?
Top of the BOJ's range, yeah.
So at 6.7%, we had Hurricane Melissa in October 28 to be exact. Where was inflation January 2026?
4% and change.
4% and change. So let's say 4.5, 4.6, about there?
Yeah, man.
So inflation is now at 6.7. So that's up a good 2%.
Yeah, January was 4.5. Yeah, 2.2 percentage points higher now.
2.2 percentage points higher. Where I'm going with this rally, Jamaicans overseas and local and friends of Jamaica, well-wishers, donated $1.44 billion to assist. What that money could buy in January or even in February compared to
less now.
So the government has devalued the money that was donated. Explain that to the people for me, Raleigh. Maybe I don't know how to explain it well, but you got $1.44 billion. You sit on it for... Go ahead.
What? Yeah, that $1.44 billion at that time. Every dollar at that time was worth 96 cents. Now, every dollar at this time is now only worth 92 cents and change in terms of what it can buy. Follow me?
Well, so you're saying when we get the money, it was worth 96 cents.
Yeah, for every dollar.
96 cents for every dollar.
Yeah, man. 95.5 to be precise. Yeah.
So call it 96 cents for every dollar. Right? Now we are saying it's worth
93 cents for every dollar.
So back then, it was about, if you move with that $4 from each dollar.
Yeah, man, that's multiplied by 0.93 and I get 1.4 by 0.93 and I get the bill.
So if the money at the time could, let's say, build 5 houses,
yep,
it can only build 4 now.
Yeah, man, it's only valued at 1.3 billion now.
It valued at 1.3 billion now.
Mm-hmm.
The 1.44 on the value at 1.3 billion now.
Yes, I lose 1.4 billion in terms of purchasing power because of incompetence.
You mean 1.4 million?
Yeah, man, in terms of purchasing power. 1.4 billion.
1.4 billion?
No, it was 140, yeah, 140 million.
Million,
Right,
140 million you lose.
Yeah, man, because of incompetence.
And it is the same issue with the loan from the multilaterals.
Yeah, by the time, yeah, because, I mean, as inflation accelerates, the value of the money decline what it can buy.
So the government is putting more pressure on the Jamaican people by not moving with alacrity, by not being nimble, Obi would say.
Yeah, man.
Raleigh, let's go to the recession. What is changing? Anything changed this week?
No. The problem is getting worse. The problem is getting worse because with the acceleration in inflation, you are going to see people buying less. And it means that firms will have to start laying off more people. I think that we're noticing when nobody no one talk about it. In terms of the revenue numbers, tax revenues were 22 billion below budget now. And one thing that we saw was that taxes like PAYE, which are collected at source, those taxes are declining, running way below budget. Similarly, corporate taxes. So that tells you that people are losing jobs and more jobs than even starting is telling us about. Because the thing is for April to May. The job numbers that Starting gave us was April last year to May of this year. The fiscal numbers are from April of this year to May of this year.
Raleigh, tell me a little bit about the inflation and as it relates to toll costs.
Well, the toll costs, when toll costs go up, it means that the transport costs will have to go up. Simple. Because it means that the people who are driving their cars, particularly the commercial people, they'll have to increase their prices because if they'll go 5,200 now for go from one point to the other. It means that the people who are do that for commerce, they have to increase the fees that they charge other people. Yeah? And when you combine that now with higher insurance rates, higher gas prices and higher toll prices, it means that the transportation index have to go up. That was the second largest contributor to the inflation, both in June as well as in the point-to-point 12-month period, June of last year to June of this year. For that time, it was up by 7.3%. It was the major driver in June of this year, up by 4.3%.
So, toll are going to go up.
Insurance charges are go up.
That's right. When we go now, insurance are go up. How the taxi operators are going to maintain that fare increase that they got in July? July 1.
Newman will tell us that tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll talk about that because we'll talk about toll, we'll talk about insurance, and we'll talk about fuel prices because as long as the war continues to intensify, we see yesterday Brent and American oil were trading above $80 per barrel, moving up towards $90 per barrel. And as the Iranians say, we are not going to act defensively now. We're going to act proactively across borders. So in Syria right now, the man is just getting mad right now. Yep, so this thing I get out of hand.
I remember everybody was saying that if this war continue up to June, the world will crash. June has passed, Raleigh.
Yeah, remember there was a pause.
Yes, there was a pause.
everybody got optimistic about the pause until Trump start back the rubbish, and the man them from over the last 7 nights is all kinds of bombings, and then the Iranians they must say, all right, so that they are done. We not only have to defend ourselves or start attack, and our attack now across all bases like intensify everything. Yes. So everybody under attack now. Syria, Jordan, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar. Yep. Thing I get out of hand. So if this continues, then we're going to see the prices that move up to that level.
Petrojam rally, we have to look at Petrojam.
Mm-hmm.
What are the plans for Petrojam? Is the government going to close it or they are going to improve?
I don't know. The minister never answered those questions when he was in the parliament earlier this week. Never answered those questions. He spoke about Venezuela, never gave any details as to what they plan to do. But the best advice to them would be to expand the refinery and try to come up with a deal with Venezuela, yeah, and put back the thing on track that was on track when they came in.
Where is Guyana oil being refined?
Well, I don't know. We look at international companies are taking it to the U.S. because mostly international companies are operating there, ExxonMobil and them. So,
are you aware if our refinery could refine the Guyana oil?
No, I haven't checked that. But I mean, this is ideal for the Venezuelan oil. Sure of that.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. So them just need to strike back a deal with Venezuela, give back the man them money and sort out them things. Yep. I picture the minister never answered the question more fulsomely in the parliament in relation to that when he spoke about it.
The minister is the minister efficient in really dealing with the issues at hand right now, Raleigh?
Well, I'd say that the government. So he's under constraints from his government.
The government is not efficient?
No. No, see that man see the inefficient in every era.
We heard Floyd Green spoke about the bauxite plant down there in St. Elizabeth. What are your views on what he said?
Well, him said the man them will start the reconstruction process and that we'll see production starting in June of 2027. He said he got assurances from the highest level, not only the board, but also the head of the city which owned the plant. So we just have to wait and see what comes out of that, because that would be a good thing at this particular point in time. It help us to generate more foreign exchange and create some proper jobs. When we asked him whether geopolitical tensions between the US and China would be a problem, he said no, it wouldn't be a problem. But obviously that kind of over his head, because up to last night the Donald was accusing China of trying to interfere in the US electoral process and all of those things. So
And I saw some news that some Coast Guard U.S. Coast Guard vessel was close to the Chinese border somewhere down there, China there.
Okay, so yeah. So tensions between the US and China step up after Donald made those foolish comments. So we just have to wait and see how that turns out.
Finally, before I go to the calls, tourism rally. Jamaica, the minister in the sectoral debate painted a rosy picture. But all indications are showing that tourism is falling in Jamaica. What are you
man,
seeing?
that is why somebody from the opposition should have said to him, Minister, your paints is a rosy picture and the travel tax down by 35%. And them things will tell us that the opposition now work. Because the figures were just released for the year. I never see how come nobody never got to him and I say, but you talk about this 10 billion, this and this 10 billion, that and all of them things. I want to look at the numbers. Accommodation tax down, travel tax down. How come you say that? And it contrary to the figures. And them things I tell you what I tell you, the man them now work.
And travel tax.
Because the figures just released for there.
Travel tax is collected at the airport and at the seaport.
Yeah.
So, and nobody thief that tax.
No.
It is a clear indication that people are not coming.
People are not coming, man. Body not travel. And even the tax that them collect from the hotel, the accommodation tax itself down, because the body not going to the hotel. Then. So, those are things that we're talking about. We're talking about the data-driven analysis. So, when they master them to their man, so not pick up and say, but these numbers are telling us something different. Yep.
But if that is down, Raleigh, if tourism is...
man. You go on the Ministry of Finance website and you see that not if.
No, I'm saying the fact that tourism is down,
Yeah.
isn't that a major problem for Jamaica?
Well, I mean, so I think there's this excessive demand for foreign exchange. Tourism down, merchandise exports down, remittances down, the trade deficit is widening. That is the problem.
Let's go to the callers. Junior, morning.
Morning, Colin.
I am subdued this morning.
Morning, Walster.
Yes, Junior, blessed.
I just go and take off the face bowler for 1 minute and make somebody bowl a little Chinaman. I want to express my condolence to the people of Barbados.
Oh, not just to the people of the West Indies.
Yeah, man.
And the world.
Yes, and the world, the cricketing world.
Yeah, man.
For the passing of the great man. Gary.
Yeah, man.
So,
Yeah,
Gary.
man. Yes. We have to recognize the
I
great
met the
man.
man. I met him.
You met him personally?
And I shake him up.
Yeah?
Personally.
Yeah, I've never
I
met
shake
Gary.
him up. And he gave me a batting pad, sign an autograph by himself.
And you still have it?
No, me, some years ago was a little boy. That throw it.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
that would be worth millions now in a youth.
Yeah.
Yes.
But so
hold on. Before you go further in the same breath, let me send condolences to the friends and family and the reggae fraternity in Jamaica, Fantan Moja, who passed away earlier this week as well. Man was a corruption packing up upon them. No time to pretend. Corruption packing up upon them. Go ahead, Junior.
Remember that man was the first man that bowled that tiny man, you know.
Gary Sobers.
The first man, bowled that tiny man. A lot of people don't know that a left-hander can bowl a googly, so they call it a tiny man. That's what Gary bowled. And Gary was left-handed. My hero.
Okay.
Anyway.
Hey, hold on, Junior, you see the little youth from our St. Diego, where I play for West Indies?
Yeah, man.
Boy, can turn the ball big enough, Junior.
No, I'm going to tell you something. We talk little cricket because we can't talk about everything.
Of course.
A left-hander is the hardest spin bowler to batter.
No, man. You see him rally? You see him bowling?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
The youth that turned the ball big. Holy parev, but go ahead, Junior. Go to your substantive point.
And left-hander is easier to control a leg break, you know.
Yeah?
That's why they are deadly.
Yes.
When they bowl it, you know.
Yes.
Because it's easier to control a leg break for a left-hander. But the left-hander's problem as a bowler is to bowl the Chinese man because it's hard to control.
Oh, okay.
I am left-handed, so I can tell you. It's hard to control the Chinese man. But when the Chinese man pitch,
when it come out right,
all hell break loose.
Yes, sir.
Now, the thing what I really want to talk about this morning is the TCN.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, why America never go to Austria, Denmark, and Sweden to dump them garbage?
They are not shit.
Think about it.
They are not SOL countries.
Why they concentrate on sending these people to countries that run by black people?
The answer to that is obvious, man.
If you sign the TCN agreement, you can't get reparations again, you know, because you do the same thing while you claiming to get, you know.
Where you said,
you
Junior,
realize what's going on?
where you said, Junior, if you sign the TCN, you can't go get reparations.
No, you can't get it.
What
you
a,
realize
what a
it's a fun
statement.
game.
What a statement.
It's a fun game. Them trying to con us. Remember, you know,
so,
England tried the same thing with Rwanda, you know, and it never worked. So Trump carried back. America never supported when them talk about slave trade, you know.
Yeah, they voted
And
against
then
it.
come up with and then come up now with the same thing. Is the movements of people. No, you know, it's
Where it says human trafficking
in slavery.
but
Human trafficking.
But Junior, hold on, can I want to ask Raleigh a question? Raleigh, why would Audrey Marks approach the US to get 10,000 skilled workers to work in Jamaica? How could that even be conceived based on our salary, what we pay skilled workers and what they are paid in the US? How could that be conceived? Tell us.
That no make no sense, man.
No,
that no make no sense. And we have so many people outside of the labor force now. Which man that left America as a skilled man to come to Jamaica, come work for the salary that we pay compared to America. You know, so that no make no sense, man.
So that's the question I want to ask you as an economist. Because
that no make no sense. Economically, that no make no sense. Socially, that no make no sense. So me, I get higher salary in America.
Yeah.
We have better living conditions in America. We have better access to everything in America. Why would I leave America and come here?
How would we pay those people?
You couldn't pay them, and I'm saying to you, the decision, the people wouldn't make that decision. If I am a skilled man in America, why would I left America and come at Jamaica when everything easier and more convenient than Jamaica? May I get a better salary in America? Why would I do that? So obviously, that don't make no sense. So it couldn't be true chat.
So this argument about the 10,000 was about getting skilled labor to come to Jamaica.
Rubbish, man. Rubbish, man. I'm not telling people I'm fool, man.
So, or Raleigh, or like they say that you are misleading us when it comes to the Jamaican economy. The Jamaican economy is in a better position than you are telling us. Because if you're going to America to get if you're going to America to get skilled workers, it must mean that Jamaica is paying more than America.
That makes sense.
Because why Jamaicans want to go to America? For better living condition, better salary.
Right. Better everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why would a man escape Jamaica and go to America and then want to come back here when everything in America more convenient for him? I get a better pay, everything is at his convenience. Why would somebody do that? This is a foolishness, man. That don't make no sense, man.
Junior?
Yeah.
Continue, brother.
Last before we go, them open back the American embassy here.
Where?
I say you couldn't get through with visa and them things, the application at the embassy will last over months.
No, go so Junior. People been getting visa. I know people who've been getting visa.
Remember, say a couple months ago, the embassy was closed for applications. I'm asking if it's open again. Let me answer. Me not ask if nobody get visa.
Was closed for application? When was it closed for application?
A couple of months ago, they were not issuing visas. You couldn't even get the application for an appointment.
You're aware of that, Raleigh?
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with the whole visa difficulty. Has nothing to do with where the matter are associated with. Man, them just tighten up on them entire visa restrictions and them raise the fee and all them things to discourage people. It has nothing to do with recent events and what the people are trying to make it look like.
But there's a radio station, Raleigh, that was saying that if the government did not sign the TCN, ordinary Jamaicans would have lost their visa. Is there any truth to that? Are you aware of that?
Well, you can be entirely certain of what will come out of the American administration because them know other people that. Yeah, so that still is not a reason for us to sign it.
But my thing doing a Raleigh, and until somebody can tell me something different, because the diplomatic note that the Gleaner put forward said that Audrey Marks, Ambassador Audrey Marks, approached the US. She told Emily Shields that she have another diplomatic note that she would send to Emily. I've been listening to RGR to try to find out if Emily get that other diplomatic note, and to date, I don't hear that other diplomatic note come out. And when we analyze the old argument about the 10,000. There's no way we can go US, but we are look 10,000 worker to come here. And if we are look 10,000 deportee with skills, then as Junior say, basically, it's the same thing what them do with our poor parents we that try to do to other people.
Yeah, man. That don't make no sense, man. That don't make no sense. And that's confusion. That don't make any sense. Yep. Don't make no sense.
So before we get mixed up, remember there's a large amount of Jamaican people that apply for an American visa per day. It's $75,000 for one visa.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a money, it's a way of making money for the US.
Every day.
Cut off what?
Would America want to cut off that revenue on a daily basis? No. The problem the Americans were having is the amount of Chinese applications per day
at
the embassy.
So well, and Chinese are applying from Jamaica?
Problem. Yes. Why do you think the new ambassador will come to Jamaica tell you clearly and categorically what she is coming here to do? She's coming here to deal with the issue with the Chinese and the scamming. She tell you. So don't make nobody fool you. Both say they're going to take away your visa. America don't want that. To remember, it's $75,000 for one visa application, you know. And at least 500 people per day apply.
So the American, so you know what that is, Junior? They're making easily, America make easily $5 million a month. US we are talking about out of Jamaica, you know.
Yes.
For visa application, you know.
The problem America is having is that too many people are coming through the airport in Jamaica with a visa with a passport that is Jamaican. You can buy a Jamaican passport in China like how you buy bread, you know.
Me never know that.
Oh, wake up and live in the real world, my friend. You can get a Jamaican passport in China.
Like how you buy bread in China?
There are a lot of people, yes, and there are a lot of people coming into the country that are already Jamaicans.
I know the Nigerians used to come to Jamaica as a transit point. They come here, get themselves sorted out, and then they want to move on to England or the US. Somebody in the chat will be saying that the Indians are also doing it.
Chinese. And that is why the quota for the visa that we used to get, we're not getting it. Our quota at the embassy in Kingston full up. It's Chinese, you know.
So the Chinese,
I tell you that.
So Chinese are get what Jamaicans supposed to get.
Yes, and Andrew Ford, what's on the conference standpipe? You're not supposed to know the amount of people at morning time were Chinese was set up in a line are going at the American embassy.
All right, Junior. Raleigh, you have anything to say about that?
Well, my part every day, I'm not sure all about Chinese, so I'm mostly Jamaican people, sir.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man.
1-876-804-7072. This is the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Portland Spice TV and at Mastercat Radio at Zeno FM. If you have not yet subscribed to Portland Spice TV, ensure that you subscribe now. We are on 5 days a week. 4 out of that, Ralston is with us. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, Colin.
Morning, welcome.
See, I'm glad you have Ralston with you because 2 or 3 heads are better than one.
Yeah, man.
I just want somebody to help me interpret something I extracted from the Gleaner report on this TCN program. I'm going to quote, just listen carefully. It says the arrangement would explicitly exclude unaccompanied minors, Jamaicans, and individuals convicted of serious criminal offenses, to the extent known to the U.S. government, except in cases involving violations of U.S. immigration law. No, this is a very complex and possible compound sentence, but it can be desegregated.
No, it's not
So
complex.
listen to it now. The arrangement would explicitly exclude unaccompanied minors. No, I'm
Right.
going to leave out that.
That's
The arrangement
children.
would explicitly exclude individuals convicted of serious
All
criminal
right,
offense.
hold on. Stop a little bit. Hold on. Go back to unaccompanied minor. Because
that's not where I want to focus, but I'll read it. The arrangement, and then it states the categories, would
Right.
explicitly exclude unaccompanied minors, comma,
Yes.
Jamaicans, comma,
Yes.
and individuals convicted of serious criminal offenses, dash, and then in quotation, to the extent known to the U.S. government, dash, and then the critical part.
No, that part is
except
also critical.
Hmm?
That you see the part where it say to the extent known to the US.
Right, that's critical.
That is also critical because that is one of the points we've been saying here. Can the Jamaican government get the antecedents of these people from their country of origin? The answer to that is no. That's why the US put known
to
the extent known to the US. Because the US is saying, I can't tell you what them did do at them country before.
Right.
I can only tell you what go on in the US.
Right. But even more critical to me, and this is what I don't see people picking up, it says, except in cases involving violations of U.S. laws, so immigration law. So what it is saying, these people will not be excluded in cases involving violation of U.S. laws. If they have violated U.S. laws, they are going
immigration,
to be
U.S. immigration laws, it says.
Yeah, immigration law.
Right.
So if we were to say the arrangement would exclude individuals convicted of serious criminal offenses, then we have to continue, except where these individuals are cases involving violation of U.S. law. So if they have violated U.S. law,
hold on, caller.
No, just hold a minute.
Hold on. Read back the article because you're leaving out something. Did the article say U.S. immigration law?
Yes, it does.
Right.
It does.
So it never said U.S. law period. Immigration law.
Immigration. But the point I'm making, the exclusionary categories mentioned above would not apply in cases involving violation of U.S. immigration laws. That's the point I'm making.
Yes.
If you are an individual convicted of serious criminal offense and you have violated U.S. laws, you will not be excluded. You will be included. So criminals are coming here too. That's the point I'm making.
Because if you violate U.S. immigration law, that could mean fraud, all kind of shenanigans you're going with,
Right.
But
I'd really love somebody to take this sentence and desegregate it because I've read it so many times, and what it says to me in the end, criminals will be coming. Those criminals who are in violation of U.S. immigration laws will not be excluded.
They will be coming. They will be sending those. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they'll be coming.
Yeah, man.
All right.
So people will make their own passport and all them something. They will make U.S. passport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. People will find them way for cross the border for going to U.S. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those people will be coming.
Right. Even in cases where they are convicts.
Yes.
Where they are convicts of serious criminal offenses. All right?
All
Just
right.
showing another side. Bye.
Yeah, man. Respect. Raleigh, you have anything to say about that?
No, except what the man I'm telling already. The two top man I'm telling who the machine already, man. No argument, none of them things.
No argument, no it.
Yeah, the president and the secretary of state, they tell you what the machine already, the man, them repeat it over, man.
And what the man say, him now, hold on, caller. The man say, him now apologize for it. Yeah, turn off the instrument in the background, caller. See the man here, Raleigh, the man said now apologize.
Actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are actively, not just El Salvador, we are working with other countries to say, we want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. Will you do that as a favor to us? And the further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across the border. I'm not apologetic about it. We are doing that. The president was elected to keep America safe and to get rid of a bunch of perverts and pedophiles and child rapists out of our country.
Yeah, the man said, I'm not apologetic about it.
Yeah, man. The man them say it over and over, man. So there's nothing to quibble about, man. The man them tell us straight already with the man.
And until the Andrew Holness-led administration can play this tape and explain it to us, we don't have no argument.
What is it that he's going to explain?
No,
the president and the secretary of state telling them who they must send out already.
Exactly.
There's no argument.
So they are out there yapping. You need to explain this.
We are actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are actively, not just El Salvador, we are working with other countries to say, we want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. Will you do that as a favor to us? And the further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across the border. I'm not apologetic about it. We are doing that. The president was elected to keep America safe and to get rid of a bunch of perverts and pedophiles and child rapists out of our country.
But, you know, Miss Marks, Audrey Marks was talking about this statement by Marco Rubio. And I don't know if you hear. Listen to what she said.
You say is the biggest misunderstanding that you want the public to get the truth to.
The biggest misunderstanding is that we have signed a MOU that allows criminals, rapists, murderers to come into the country. Now, a popular video going around speaks about Secretary Rubio saying they are going to send third country nationals with criminal records, all their rapists and murderers, etc., to other countries. And
you hear what she said? There's a video going around speaking about the secretary. It's not speaking about the secretary, Miss Marks. The video is the secretary of
actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are actively, not just El Salvador, we are working with other countries to say, we want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. Will you do that as a favor to us? And the further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across the border. I'm not apologetic about it. We are doing that. The president was elected to keep America safe and to get rid of a bunch of perverts and pedophiles and child rapists out of our country.
So, Raleigh, there you have it.
Yeah, man, the secretary does repeat what the president said. The president has been saying that for the last 8 years. So I waste time, I quibble. The man them done tell with that already. And the secretary, I hear him say that's the mandate that the president got because he started this is his first term. And then say Sleepy Joe Biden, as them call the man, allow all kind of people to come to the country and they must get rid of them. Simple. We follow American politics every day, so we know that the man them said. So all this foolishness is quibbling. That the man them said. Pedophile, rapists, murderers, yeah, I'll get rid of them. Yep.
Ralston, we have
and you take them because you can't send them man to go Europe. Them can't face no European leaders do them something. So
them
you
kind of argument. Yeah.
No, simple.
1-876-804-7072. Good morning. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We have the top financial analysts anywhere on media. With us this morning. Ralston Iman is with us. Caller, go right ahead.
Mr. Bell.
Morning, sir.
This is Don Walker.
Yeah, man.
That excerpt that you keep playing, why don't you play the full excerpt? That's saying that they were outsourcing criminals to country with mega jail like El Salvador. Why don't you play the full tape?
Yeah.
Why didn't you play the full tape of what
hold on.
The MP from
the MP from where?
Audrey Marks.
Why don't play the full
tape? Play the full thing. Don't cut it. Don't take out excerpt because when you take out excerpt, you're just giving misinformation. Why don't you just play the whole thing?
So what more you want me to play? She said there's a tape going around. This That's the part I want to play. She said there's a tape going around saying that Marco Rubio said. And then I play the Marco Rubio tape because I'm saying to her, the tape is not going around say. The tape is with Marco Rubio. That is the important part.
Yes, but you should play the full tape. What Marco Rubio was saying, that they're outsourcing criminal because it will cost them less to outsource criminals.
And he said not only.
And they want country.
He said not only El Salvador. You want me to play it again? Listen it again. Let me play it again because I don't think...
No, I heard that.
Hold on, man.
I'm agreeing with you.
Searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are active, not just El Salvador, we are working with other...
All right, so you hear him? Not just El Salvador. We are working with other people to take some of the most despicable people. Is the tape
yes,
AIT?
For their jail. For their jail. You should, as I said, you should play the whole thing and do the whole research.
You play
They are looking for countries, they're looking for countries with mega jails like El Salvador, because as you're fully aware that El Salvador have a mega jail, and that's why they lead on El Salvador. But they're looking for countries, they're talking about criminals.
Oh, and no criminals not coming to Jamaica?
Well, as far as everybody is told, that part of the MOU,
Let me ask you a question.
No criminals.
Let me ask you a question.
Can
they or will the Jamaican government get the antecedent of these people from their country of origin?
I don't know. And that's a big question. That is a very good question. That is a very good question. Mr. Bell, let me give you an example. Those Jamaicans that they send down to Africa there, why they did not send them to Jamaica and they send them to Africa instead?
You tell me.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
Because they could not send them to Jamaica because of whatever that they have in their when they were claiming, when they were trying to claim for whatever citizenship or PR or green card.
So let me ask you a question.
Said that they cannot come back. They cannot come back to Jamaica because their life will be threatened because maybe that they could be homosexual or whatever the case is.
Hold on. That's not what.
That's the same thing.
Hold on, Dan. That's not what they said. They said there would be torture. And the question I want to ask you: have you ever heard of anybody being tortured in Jamaica by the Jamaican government?
No, but that's what all of these people claim in the US, in Canada.
I understand
that's their claim. That's what the
on.
homosexual people or the gay people them usually claim.
But
and that's why that they could not send them.
But
that's why that they could not send them back to Jamaica. Because if they send them back to Jamaica.
Are you a Jamaican?
Yes, I am a Jamaican.
Have you ever heard of anybody being tortured in Jamaica for their religious belief or their sexual belief?
No, they don't do that in Jamaica. They don't.
So that's fine. So
but people claim it though. But people claim it.
No, we're not saying that. No, man, we're not saying they don't claim it. But what we are saying to you and to others, the people who America is planning to send to us, we will not know. And as the lady read a while ago, America said they will update upon the criminal record as far as they know. Because when Bert Samuels spoke to us, Bert Samuels told us that we will not be able to get their antecedent from their country of origin. Is that a concern to you?
It should be a concern to everybody. Okay. But nevertheless, if you're going to give them the benefit of the doubt, because... Hello?
Yeah, man, we're listening to you.
Yeah, as I'm saying is, you're going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they did some due diligence.
Who do the due diligence?
And that they're going to provide, they're going to provide Jamaica with that. We don't know if they're going to tell the truth.
The benefit of the doubt that who do the due diligence?
Pardon me? I didn't hear that.
No, you said give them the benefit of the doubt that they do the due diligence. Who do that due diligence?
The US.
No,
Jamaica will not have.
But legally, my brother, legally, they cannot get the antecedent from the country of origin.
What do you mean legally? That
they
well,
cannot.
if a person
they can't request it legally. They cannot request it. Furthermore, if let's say one of them is a murderer in their country of origin, and they have committed a murder, let's say 10, 12 years ago, and their record has been expunged, you know that also cannot be said even if you were guilty.
That is correct. That is correct. With
Exactly.
any country, with any.
All right.
Okay, but why are you going to assume that all of these people are criminals?
We're not assuming that all of them are criminal, but if one of them come here and rape a child, what do you tell the Jamaican people? Just one, come here and rape one child. What do you tell the Jamaican people?
Mr. Bell, how many tourists that come to Jamaica every year?
General.
Millions, right? How many of those are maybe criminals?
We don't know.
Exactly, but we welcome them.
Yeah, but when a man tell you that he's sending pedophiles and child rapists, yeah?
No.
And the most
No.
despicable
He
people.
did not say that. He did not say that they're sending them in. What he was asking about is countries
Actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are actively, not just El Salvador.
Listen, let me pull up.
We are actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are actively, not just El Salvador, we are working with other countries to say, we want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. Will you do that as a favor to us? And the further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across the border. I'm not apologetic about it. We are doing that. The president was elected to keep America safe and to get rid of a bunch of perverts and pedophiles and child rapists out of our country.
Let me ask you a question. If these people that Rubio talking about were in prison, would they be a threat to the American people if they were in prison?
Mr. Bell,
no, just answer
exactly
that question.
Mr. Bell,
just answer that question. If those people the people that Rubio just mentioned a while ago, if they were in prison, would they be a threat to the American people?
Well, there wouldn't be a threat to the American people, okay, but in the same time, though, right. No, it will be a threat to their economy because if they outsource these criminals,
brother, you listen what the man said.
Because go listen
back to the tape.
Play the full tape. That's what I'm asking you to do.
You listen to the full tape?
Not just a little excerpt.
No,
you know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing, sir.
You're crazy, man. You need understanding. You need
understanding. Play the full. You taking a little excerpt out of the tape. Just like when you were putting on about Margaret Marks. You did not
actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are actively, not just El Salvador, we are working with other countries to say, we want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. Will you do that as a favor to us? And the further away from America, the better, so they can't come back across the border. I'm not apologetic about it. We are doing that. The president was elected to keep America safe and to get rid of a bunch of perverts and pedophiles and child rapists out of our country.
Let me say something. The man say what him say. If these people were in prison, hold on, let me just thank the listeners on Mastercat Radio for joining us this morning. This has been the Colin Bell Show for yet another Saturday morning. Do remember we are on Mastercat Radio for 2 hours every Saturday morning at Zeno FM. One love. Join the next presenter coming up on Mastercat Radio. Thank you. Yes, caller. I want to say this.
Bell,
hold on. Listen. Let me say this. We now have to play the whole clip to get the context. The context is, and you have heard the entire clip. I have heard the entire clip. America is approaching other countries to take people who have breached their immigration laws. People who are seeking asylum in America. Some are criminals. Some are hardened criminals. Some have broken the American immigration law. That also makes them criminal. And they are seeking third countries to take these people. Marco Rubio said it clear. Some of the most despicable people. Not all of them might be despicable, but some of them may be. The question I am asking, all and sundry, if these people come to Jamaica and one of them, one, murder a child, would that be okay?
No, it would not be okay. It would not be okay. And before I go, one question that I want to ask you. Why did he mention El Salvador?
El Salvador had a prison and that's them start first. At the first country.
Right, because they were outsourcing it. They were outsourcing it. And that's all that, as you said.
You asked me a question.
You said one very important word. Contextualize. You need to contextualize it. I know what you're doing. You're taking out the excerpt because you want.
All right, let me ask you a question.
You're a smart guy, you know, Mr. Bell. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You are okay with these third country national coming to Jamaica? Are you okay with it?
I'm going to be totally honest with you. No, I am not.
So what's your point?
No. My point, no, because why I am not, because I am not a big fan of the Trump government anyways. So that is my point. So that is my thing.
It's not the safety of the Jamaican people.
But it's the misinformation. It's the misinformation that I am not agreeing with.
What misinformation?
When people say, oh yeah, that they're taking criminals and rapists and all of that. No, I'm not agreeing with people saying that. I'm not an advocate for the TCN for no country, period.
Caller.
Neither Jamaica or Antigua. I'm not. I don't
say so. Marco Rubio says so.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Bless you.
We won't belabor that point. I'll give another caller and I'll call in again appropriately.
Yeah, man. Respect. I know me says
Thank
so.
you.
Marco Rubio says so. Let me just go back to Audrey Marks. So you hear what Audrey Marks said. The point I am making is that Audrey Marks is referring to the video in a very misleading way. Listen to her again.
You say is the biggest misunderstanding that you don't want the public to get the truth to?
The biggest misunderstanding is that we have signed a MOU that allows criminals, rapists, murderers to come into the country. Now, a popular video going around speaks about Secretary Rubio saying they are going to send...
Stop. Here's to say, a popular video going around speaks about Marco Rubio. No! That is what is misleading. The video don't speak about. The video is Marco Rubio speaking. This is the video. Is not speaking about. This is the video.
Actively searching for other countries to take people from third countries. So we are actively, not just El Salvador, we are working with other countries to say, we want to send you some of the most despicable human beings to your countries. Will you do that as a favor to us? And
when you speak about, I would be saying that Marco Rubio tell me or Marco Rubio say. That is speaking about. Marco Rubio is speaking himself. Raleigh?
Yeah, man.
Let's go back to the economy. We're still taking your calls, listeners. 1-876-804-7072. We're taking your calls. We have Ralston Iman with us maybe for another 15 minutes, and then we're going to end the show. If you have not yet liked the video, please like the show. We have over 1,300 devices. Give me a like. Take me to 1,000 likes, please and thank you. Go ahead, caller.
Colin.
Yes.
Good morning. Morning, Ralston. That person just called a labor right. You man a Jamaican. That person just called a labor right. You man a Jamaican.
I don't know him a what, but I don't know him point. I don't understand him point. Because what he's saying is that he's not a fan of Trump. And the Jamaican people I'm worried about because I'm not like Trump. Trump is not my issue. My issue is if one of these people come to Jamaica and arm a Jamaican. Worse a child.
Right. Anyway, Audrey Marks, she try to come up some pure life shuttle. You Colin?
Yes, I hear you.
Audrey Marks, a pure life shuttle, try to come up some because she have paymaster, so if they get anybody from over there, the money might come through paymaster. That's my point, okay?
All right, brother. Respect. 1-876-804-7072. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Portland Spice TV. Ralston Iman is with me this morning. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Ralston and Colin.
Morning.
Question is for Ralston. The BOJ targeted inflation rate was between 4 to 6%, and policy interest rate was about 5%, correct? Hello? All right, so with the inflation now moving past 6%, should we start to consider if the interest rate will move into double digits, seeing that investors were asking for more before this happened?
No, they're not going to move it to double digits so fast, but the next move on August 19 could be a rate hike to about 5.75 or 6% per annum.
Another question for you. What will all of this do to disposable income for consumers, and how will this affect liquidity getting into the private sector for expansion? I'll hang up and listen because I can hardly hear. All right? Thanks.
Yeah, well, all that will lead to a further reduction in aggregate demand. More people are going to get laid off. More private sector firms are going to have difficulty in obtaining financing. So the economy is going to continue to decline, and more people are going to lose jobs. Government going to collect less revenue. Simple.
So more problem.
More problems.
More
problems intensify. Problems intensify. The BOJ will have to hold a tighter grip on. If the government not spending while the BOJ is tightening, then the recession will get deeper.
So would you recommend, Raleigh, that they increase interest rate?
Well, if the inflation continues to accelerate, then them have no choice. That is why them should increase gas prices and all of those things, because those things are going to drive the inflation rate. That's why I'm telling you that they don't know what they're doing.
So if they don't start pumping money in the economy right now, we doom.
Yeah, man, recession is going to get deeper, man.
I'm trying to remember, Raleigh, if I heard you say that this is worse than what happened in 2010, 11.
Yeah, man.
This is worse?
Yeah, man.
How so?
In terms of the decline in the economic activity, deeper.
How will I say?
Yeah, man.
So
deeper.
you're saying what is happening now in Jamaica was deeper than what happened in the Great Recession that saw Jamaica got expelled from the multilaterals?
Yeah, man. The decline in the economy.
The decline is deeper.
Yeah, man.
But not deeper than COVID, though.
No.
Let me go to a call. Caller, good morning. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Morning, Colin. You can hear me clearly?
Yes, man.
All right. I'm going to make this real quick. Two things. If you listen to the Marco Rubio statement, and Ralston bear me out on this, have you noticed that despite the big hula baloo where the government is twisting and turning this thing, Marco Rubio did not say they were looking for countries to take these people as an in-transit move? He never used the word in-transit, you know?
No. And
he said to take them.
And I'm challenging anybody that in the MOU, it says deportees. In the MOU. It says deportees.
Is what I'm saying? And he said the most despicable, anybody them consider dangerous to America, and it's not easy for them it's not hard for them to label people. You get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Talking on the phone. To label people. Okay? Let me drop that right this and leave that here so everybody can discuss that. The second thing is, just to let you know.
Talk up in the phone, caller. You call you gone low, talking on the phone.
You can hear me clearly? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better, yeah.
Right. I'm going to have a sit down this afternoon with somebody because I heard a statement from the minister a short while ago about the state of health conditions in Jamaica is better than 10 years ago. Is that what he said? Something like that?
No, yeah, I think him says so, but you want to hear you want to hear Dr. Abrams who tells you that a pregnant mother is now easier to die from pregnant complication than in the 90s or the 80s.
Okay, so but basically what I'm going to allude to now is I'm going to have a meeting this evening. You know, me walk the whole length and breadth of Jamaica.
Yes.
I'm having a meeting with a buddy of mine, and we're going to sit down. I'm going to bring this to you, Colin. We're going to have an account of back then, leading up to like 15, 20 years ago.
Yes.
How many hospitals there were per parish, and the kind of communities that they catered for. Because now you got people right now in a southern center have to go Clarendon for treatment, you know. You get what I'm saying to you?
Well, I can tell you that
So
Portland
we're gonna have a breakdown.
had
We're
two
gonna have a
hospitals.
breakdown.
Now we only have one.
You see what I'm saying? We're
Yeah.
gonna have, you know, at one time there were four hospitals in a Clarendon.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
Okay? So we're gonna have a break. I'm gonna break this. I'm not gonna take up much of your time, Colin. I'm gonna break this down to you when I call you back. We're gonna go through them parish by parish
Yes.
and what the structure is now as to how these hospitals cater, and of course how many clinics there were, which means in most cases back then you could have only have to go travel 1.5 miles or 2 or 3 miles to a clinic and like 10-15 miles to a hospital. Now we're gonna see the comparison as to how far away you have to go even to another parish to get hospital treatment, notwithstanding the fact that the hospital treatment is like zero. Okay, Colin?
All right,
so
my brother. When you do it, give me a call. Yes, please and thanks.
Yes, I certainly will.
Wonderful.
Yes, I. Respect.
Rally.
Yeah, one thing that we're missing in the Marco Rubio thing, yeah, we'll continuously talk about Marco Rubio. If you listen carefully, I hear what Marco Rubio said. Marco Rubio said the president got a mandate from the American people to do that because this president has been consistently saying that in his campaign over the last 8 years.
Yes.
Pedophile, rapist, despicable people. Yeah, so it's not a Marco Rubio original. Marco Rubio is kind of the dictator of his president because that is one of the things that the boss campaigned on. So tell them cut the foolishness that come from the top man himself. So anybody would have followed American politics. And that's why I know enough of them dumb. That is one of the things that the president campaigned on. And that is why Marco Rubio make it clear. Because all them have to show fear to the president that this is part of the mandate that the president got from the American people. Yep.
There's a question I saw a while ago that I wanted to read. Something about the debt. Is the debt expanding, Raleigh? Is the Jamaican debt expanding?
Yeah, man, in nominal terms, yeah, the debt has climbed, man.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah, man, as at the end of the fiscal year, debt was like 2.4 trillion, coming from 2.2 trillion in 2016. So the nominal debt has climbed. The debt to GDP, where I want for people to understand, the debt to GDP ratio different from the absolute debt itself. You know?
Yeah.
Yep. So the absolute debt still climbing.
Oh, what you say?
Yeah.
And then because the 400 million that they draw down gone on for the debt.
Yeah, man.
And they are borrowing money
and
from the
local.
local.
$250 million. Yeah, man.
So the debt is expanding.
Mm.
The number to call is 1-876-804-7072. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, sir.
Morning.
What the U.S. government is doing, you know, compromise politicians. You see? Them money go through the U.S. Swiss system. So the U.S. intelligence know all the
Caller,
politicians.
hold on. Caller, hold on. You're on speaker. You have us on speakerphone?
Yeah.
Take us off the speaker and just talking on the phone directly.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man. You hear me better now?
Much better.
Yes. Yeah, man. So the U.S. government and the U.S. intelligence does, you know, the compromise politician them. That's why I hear Chang said they're not getting any monetary benefit out of the deal, you know. Chang is saying not getting any monetary benefit out of the deal.
But there are countries that get money.
Yeah. But because now the U.S. intelligence, them know the movements of the politician them through the U.S. Swiss system, where the money they move, so them have the antecedents of all the politicians, the corrupt politician them, so they have the edge over them. So they have to do what them say.
Yeah.
So that's our main thing. Yeah. The corruption, them know the file. Them on top of the file.
Yes.
So yeah, man. They have them file.
So when
all of them file.
When them call upon them have to just respond positively, or them say,
yes,
yo,
man.
we have this, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Every single country.
Yes.
Every single country will save themselves, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, my brother. Big up yourself. Raleigh. Somebody is asking. Ask Raleigh, is the government complying with the repayment terms of their agreements?
Yeah, man, so far. But the economy I put them in a position now where them might get themselves in some problem because the economy not generating enough revenues and them are fall behind on payments. Then they are going to have a problem.
But we had a shortfall in payment the other day, right?
Yeah, well, for the what am I doing? Correct it by cutting spending and other things to make the people pay for it.
So for the first time in 10 years, we shortfall on the payment?
Yeah, man.
Is that the first time in 10 years?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And what was the shortfall?
They were supposed to pay 19 billion and then pay 7 billion instead.
But that's a big shortfall, Raleigh. That's big.
Yeah, so they might make up. What about the next time I cut something more and make up for it?
When is the next payment due? When is the next debt payment due?
Every month they have to pay.
Every month?
So the next fiscal report that we get, they might say, oh, them cut spending even more in order to make sure so the debt is up to scratch.
But should we be cutting spending now?
No, but them are this. Because they put that as a major policy.
So Raleigh, hold on. So this whole economy tumble over top to mash up. What's going on? Because what you are teaching us is that right now the government should have spent money like crazy.
Yeah, man.
To get us out of the recession.
Right.
You are saying because of failure to pay the $19 billion, we only paid $7 billion. And what you are saying the government going to know is cut spending?
Yeah, man. In order to keep the primary surplus on target, man. And now keep that falling behind target because the ratings agencies, them have to send them a signal if them do that. Yep. And it are difficult for them get money. So, and that are the major policy priority. So when the matter cut the capital budget in order to meet the primary surplus target, which is what they know all while.
So what that will cause? What is that going to cause?
Cause us keep a recession, man. So I'll hear the announcement and the matter about this and that and that. That's what they have been doing for the last, from 2016 until now, the last 10 years.
For the
cutting back on capital stock. That's why the economy is so weak in order to ensure that them pay down the debt.
Jamaica.
They're not change the policy framework despite all our happening with COVID and Melissa. They're not change. The minister tells the same thing, Shadow Man.
Listen, these people. Jamaica is in a steep economic recession. The worst position we have been in since 2011. For the first time, Jamaica failed to meet their payment obligation. We were supposed to pay $19 billion. In which month, Raleigh?
April to May.
April to May. We only paid $7 billion. And there are trolls, bloggers and vloggers and doggers out there who are saying that the Jamaican economy is in a good position.
But you can't say the economy is in a good position if you don't have the numbers. And the numbers tell you, and the emotions, you have to look on the numbers. And don't know why them can't even find the fiscal report, or even if them can't read it if them find it. So listen to them foolishness there. Numbers are follow.
Why the private sector is so quiet about the recession and their business are suffering, Raleigh?
Well, I don't know them. I don't know. I can't tell you, brother. Everybody seems to be afraid to say anything about anything, I don't know.
All right, we have two caller holding. We're going to take these two callers and call it a day. Let's go to the 876-80470 first. Good morning, ma'am. Hello? Caller, good morning. 876-8047072. We lost the caller there. All right, let's go over to the other line. Hello, caller. Go ahead. Morning.
Sir Bell, good morning.
Morning, sir. Yeah, man.
Yeah. In regards to the visa issue, the U.S. Embassy still issue visa. I have a friend who is now in the state on vacation and got the visa last week.
We know people who get visa last week and the week before.
Yeah, so,
and the week before.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Now, another issue. Did you hear about the police officers in Jamaica that they canceled their visa due to the U.S. find out that they're involved in some illegal activities.
No, I never hear about that.
Yeah, man, they suspend like about 15 police officers' visa.
No, never. I was
Couple
not
days
aware
ago.
of that. Wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's all over the place. Some
Okay.
top-ranking people. Remember, them did have a problem with CTAC and lot of illegal operation with CTACs and white powder.
Okay, yeah.
You know about it, Raleigh?
Yeah.
No, but we know about the problems at CTAC with the whole for drug trafficking and
Yeah, man.
That's
So
that's
these are
strong
some of the
problem,
men.
yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, these
Whole
are
for
some of
CTAC
the
man
men that
involved
they
in
cancel them visa.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, man. It's a big thing. 15 of them. It's all over the,
Yeah, I mean, I
all over
don't
the place,
know.
man.
CTAC, I was a CTAC officers with mixed up in a drug trafficking.
Okay.
Yes, man. You know what I mean? That's why they dismantle it.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So.
All right,
So,
my brother. Yeah.
all right, boss. Yeah.
Respect. So, Raleigh, make a wrap this, but this sound very serious to me.
We're going in the wrong direction. GDP declining, employment declining, people leaving the labor force, inflation accelerating, which means that the Bank of Jamaica have to keep interest rates where they are or increase them. The stock market was trading at 500,000, the main index in COVID. We are now at 367,000, so we're still at 133,000 points below where we were 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah?
So when
stock market is one of the most important barometer of economic activity. We're still 133,000 points below where we were 5 years ago.
And in 2015, 2016, we had the top stock market in the world.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We're just a meander along right now. Yep. So we're not in a very good position. The fiscal numbers are blown. Tax revenues are 22 billion below what was budgeted for. Almost every single area of tax revenue is down. Almost every single one you can think of. So what I tell you is that the economy needs stimulus. The cow needs more feeding, more
Hold
grass.
on, caller.
Yeah. The body needs more blood.
Good morning,
Hold on,
Colin.
caller. Hold on. Go ahead, Raleigh.
Our body that is dying, and it is the role of the government to kickstart this process. That is why people voted for government. That is what happened in the Great Depression of the 1930s. That is what happened in the Great Recession of 2008. Governments have to step in and spend more money in order to rehabilitate the system. This government is moving in the opposite direction, which is the wrong direction.
So the government sit down upon over $500 billion. Watch the economy going down in a hole, down. They're going to crash it, Raleigh. You think it's going to crash?
Yeah, man. Yeah, but we're firmly on the road to crashing. Yep.
Let's take the final
Firmly on that
call.
road.
Final call for the morning. Yes, caller, go ahead.
Good morning, Colin and Uncle Rastan and everyone.
Morning and welcome.
You know, for all of them about the TCNs, I don't think they're really looking at the verbs that are used, because the verbs that are used is the one that we should be focused on. Marco Rubio said he's looking for people, for countries to take these despicables. Take them. When the government of Jamaica signed the MOU behind everybody back, they knew what they were taking. If they didn't knew what they were taking and agreed to take these despicable, and now after them done, them a try to spin and paint it and put on what they want, the bells and whistles, panny and bow, put bow panny, it doesn't gonna work, because if it was something that they had open about, they know, so we don't go say no, Colin. And that's why Uncle Rasta needs to, instead of we bickering about it, the man said take. When we signed the MOU, they send them. A 2-word me take out of him, Marco Rubio. He said, them a look other than El Salvador to take these despicables. And then he said, them a go send them. So anybody signing, them a go send them. The other people, them will deal with them people and ask questions and say, is this okay to we take, how we go about it? Them have a better bargaining and leverage for what they want and what they don't want. But Jamaica didn't. There's sister, even Marx tell we, then go behind back everybody and them try to put on and that. Enough of that. We need to say no. The people them need to go to airport them and the port and anything then come then stand up and say no, put up placards so we don't want to make the whole world see. But my thing though, what we now look into, do we know what the Boston Tea Party is all about? What it is actually is? When the King of England went into Congress and remind them about the Boston Tea Party, his native, the people, them down a Republican, them did disguise themselves as native Indian and go on his ship, go through 342 boxes of tea, you know, and tea was the problem because no taxation without representation. And this is what I'm saying. Lots of disguise go on when you use the word Boston Tea Party is disguise. So when then disguise these people to send into Jamaica, me don't know. We need to dig a little bit more deeper. The other thing Uncle Rastan talk about is our economy. And this thing is he's been crying out like he's a voice in the world with you as the speaker telling the people them the big impact of this recession. It is very, very, very deadly. When people hungry, no calling. When people, you ever see how sit down and see a mother sit down and pick me a ball for food and no food to give them?
I can sing a Fantan Moja. Fantan Moja died, must be Monday morning or something like that. You have one song say, Mama hungry, sister hungry, Papa hungry, do something for the poor. Open up the door. Mama hungry, Papa hungry.
Oh God, man. So this is where I'm saying when we listen to your Calling Bell show and we hear those who are coming up trying to justify these things that are impacting our people, Colin, you wonder if there's anything human in them. Because are they blinded? Or is all about us we know party?
No, some of them do a job, you know. They get paid to be on social media to defend the government, and that's why they have no credibility. Because all when the thing has steer them in them face. Because all right, when me I'll cut a clip off of this program in a little while. So for the first time in 10 years, government fail to pay their debt obligation, fail to meet their debt obligation. Government should have paid 19 billion between May, April and May, and Uncle pay 7 billion. What am I going to say? What are they going to say? Because they have to find a way to spin that, you know. Because they say me are one of the wickedest man on social media, you know. I saw somebody labor right there saying a rally. Yeah, man, them say, oh, you're one of the wicked, Shaka Fiam, one of the wickedest man, or the liarest man. So them say, you know.
Yeah.
And when you say, what are the lies? Oh, the man, they lie, the man, they are PNP propagandists. They lie. You man lie, stand him man, lie. So we are saying to all of you now, long time rally I want to know. Long time rally I want to know that the economy is going in the wrong direction. Yeah?
And this is why I'm saying, Colin, I know Uncle Rastan come on every possible moment, everywhere he can. He's like a voice in the wilderness calling out to the people them. That you know in the Bible because you're a Christian man, and he said John the Baptist was a voice in the wilderness calling out that the time has come.
Yeah,
people be aware that the time coming. Now is what we've been listening to you and Rastan saying and others that the time has come. These are the meat of the matter.
Yeah.
As we all know, the recession, TCNs, the education system diluted,
corruption,
people under tarpaulin. All these things is where me I look on every day and me I say to myself, and listen to this lady calling even tourists not coming because it's too expensive. The supply and demand, hard because when things are short, you more money for it.
Carla,
the dollar.
One of the reasons why Jamaica is so expensive because it is expensive to live in Jamaica. Gas price high, food price high, water bill high, light bill high, everything high.
And this is where even this morning I hear Okran still talking about the geopolitical impact. Because, okay, for example, last month, Kamina Johnson Smith signed 3 MOU in Guyana with the Prime Minister and the Guyanese Prime Minister, Ibrahim. They signed 3 MOU. Did this government come out and tell the people what the MOUs, what they signed with Guyana all about, knowing fully well Guyana have oil? And me hear you ask Ralston if he know if the Guyanese oil can refine in at Petrojam. We don't know that, but we know say Venezuela. With Venezuela battered and mashed down, Venezuela need money. Well, we don't do what we have to do and get the oil that it less impact on our people. You know what me say the JLP government doing if you look on it good because me look for everybody and not just one. Me see them give out pregnant cows. Me see them are grown strategically and I start to do them a campaign, you know. They start growing and I give the people them know little.
And see them start a series of meeting. Them start a series of meeting now too.
Hey, then this is the other last thing me I go say, Colin, Uncle Ralston. You realize that when Uncle and you calculate the money little while, something come to me. Think about it. Then take away money, with charity money, where the people, where we send down, they go give people them and put in a consolidated fund. Some might then take back and put in a consolidated fund. You remember where Andrew One say, then did a strategy. Where the money they but we no TV.
It's a strategy.
And you steal it because it was not sent there for consolidated fund. So what's the semantics about you take something put where no belong and give to who it belong? And this is why I'm saying, no, me no know what else to say other than what we're doing, but something gonna give, and me almost scared that is the people.
The center cannot hold, caller. We'll go and leave you, yeah? The center cannot hold. Thank you for your call. Ralston Iman.
Yeah, man.
The government collected $22 billion less than they planned for. The government paid $12 billion less on the debt that they should have paid. What all of that mean to the people of Jamaica? The average Joe was sitting at the bar right now, a buy a rum and boom. What that mean to him?
That means more suffering. Simply it means that the basic social services like healthcare, road maintenance, road construction, education, all those things are going to be under more stress. Yeah, that also means that interest rates are going to go up. So it means that more firms are going to contract production and employment, and the recession is going to deepen and more people are going to suffer. It means that there will be more clashes between police and people, police and taximan, as the things get tougher and tougher. More man and them women are going to argument over maintenance money. More man and them women are going in an argument over money in the household, because everything I get tight and tight and tight.
Answer this for me before. Answer this for me before we go rally. The government should have paid $19 billion between April and May. They paid $7 billion. So if the next payment between May and June should be another $19 billion, will that $12 billion be added to that payment?
Yeah, man. And what am I doing? Then because them the ratings agencies are watch all of these things too, you know.
Yes.
So the next move is that they are going to, because they have to get back on track. They have to cut spending in order to get back on track on the debt payments, because the number one, that's the major policy.
So they're going to cut spending.
Downgrade from the ratings agency.
They're going to cut spending on the $93 billion that they plan to spend for the financial year?
Yeah, man.
So
99.7 billion was the capital budget.
99.7. They will cut that.
Yeah, they are going to cut that in order to ensure that they meet the primary surplus target.
So they're going to cut that by 12 billion then or more?
Yeah, man.
More or 12?
No, well, they might cut it by that in order to meet up on the debt payments, because what am I doing? The rating agencies might give them a watch for like 6 months or a year. So they might ensure so when that period of time up, them end up meeting the target. And whatever them to cut them or cut.
Oh, so the infrastructure redevelopment that we are looking for, are you saying that is not going to happen?
As long as revenues are run below projections, then they are just chat. So don't listen to the chat up front. We see that we have experienced that over the years. And the same thing have happened. Once the revenues are run below budget, the capital budget is going to get cut because they have to hit the debt target. That's the primary policy response that they want.
Is the money allocated for NARA safe? Are they going to cut
that? NARA money are only $30 billion out of the $90 billion. So they might not touch the NARA money, but the rest of it all get touched.
So
they're not spending $99 billion. Even the fiscal commission announced them are spending $99 billion, and that was before all of this thing come out with the revenue collection. Because when the budget was being prepared, he said he doubted that they will be able to spend that, and now that we see the shortfall in our revenues, that don't even get greater.
What about the $25 billion for the Spark Road project? You think that's going to be cut?
Yeah, man. By the way, last year only $5.7 billion them spent on Spark with all of the big targets.
5.7 billion.
Yeah. So that's why I mean I watch when them talk. Watch the figures. People who doubt it can look at the fiscal policy paper, their own paper. Only 5.7 billion was spent on the Spark program last year.
And
all these hype talk and they keep on meeting. Them figure us a drum up support and then no say so. Nobody not check the figures, so we can't just tell them things then. You get what I said to you? Yeah.
So a question from the chat room, final question, and then I'll let you wrap up. Ask Raleigh, what interest will incur for the shortfall on the debt payment?
Well, when them now we get no penalties right now, no, because the man now only give them 6 months to a year and watch them.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I get no penal rates until maybe at the end of the fiscal year when the man them. So because the man them, the ratings agency and the lenders them know say them always do whatever is necessary to make up feet by the end of the fiscal year.
So
always make the people them feel it.
So we are living on reputation. So we're living on reputation then.
Yeah, man. The man them know say, yeah, that them all do. The people always feel it. Yeah. So the capital budget always feel it, the program budget always feel it. People them know that, and the salary budget always feel it. So I'm glad you say that tomorrow I talk to John Levy because you are interested in situation of development.
Yeah.
The public sector wage thing like drag out. As it drag out, inflation accelerates and the workers' purchasing power are decline. So but at the same time, the government are collect less and less revenue. So the ability of the government to pay a decline, while the ability of the workers to live a decline at the same time, while there's no agreement. So this is going to be a very uncomfortable situation to develop. Yeah? Government now collecting up revenues and the workers are losing purchasing power. So this is going to be a very interesting scenario.
Somebody's asking how much out of the 6.7 billion US the government can withdraw down 400 million viewer. Only 400 million US we take out of the money that has been mobilized by the multilaterals to lend Jamaica. Raleigh, finally, what you want to say to the people before we leave?
Well, I said to the people, don't follow the propaganda. Watch the numbers. And what the numbers are telling us is that the recession is getting deeper and deeper. One, the unemployment rate is up. 20,700 people lost their jobs. 20,500 get frustrated and leave the labor force. GDP declined by 7.3% during the last quarter of last year, 4.1% in the first quarter. PIOs projecting another 4% during the second quarter. Added to that, more evidence, the government collected 22 billion less than they wanted in terms of tax revenue for the first 2 months of the fiscal year. Almost every single area, including PAYE collected source, education tax at the collected source, all those collections are below what the government budgeted for. And on the other hand, we see inflation accelerate. That means that the Bank of Jamaica will have to keep the interest rates where they are, which is still too high, and they'll have to increase them on August 19 when they meet again to deal with interest rates. All of those things mean that the economy will shrink more people will lose work, and things will get tougher. What is required now is for the government to move in the opposite direction and kickstart the economy by spending some money rather than trying to cut spending again and taking money from the public sector agencies that are supposed to be spending, right? So the responsibility is with the government now to get the economy back on track. And they have funding available to them, and they are not drawing down the funding for whatever reason. Prime Minister says strategy is a political strategy, but it's a bad economic strategy. It's also a bad political strategy because if you believe that the people are sensible and that you make them suffer until the election, then the people will vote him out. So if it's a good economic strategy, it means that he has very little respect for the people. He might go to school when he can just come and go to 5 grand and a 10 grand and still vote back to them because despite the suffering that's on under. So people need to wise up. Simple.
Ralston Iman, we'll talk tomorrow morning.
All right.
No, not tomorrow, Monday evening. But Raleigh, you said that the wage bill, isn't this gonna be a worse scenario for us? The fact that we have not settled these wage negotiation, inflation going up, because now the people going to ask for more.
That's the point I'm making. The workers are going to want more, and the government are collect less money, so the government also can't go no more. Which is not the workers' fault, it's their fault, because them said when Nazi Clark busted the budget and said, but I get back the money by faster economic growth. Now we have recession, the opposite.
Really, I gone.
Remember?
I now get no more miserable this morning because when I think about some fools were out there try to tell people one bag of rubbish that the economy doing well and the country doing well, and the Prime Minister promised $32,000 for minimum wage, and I told people
but
then.
we don't tell them that nonsense already from day one, man. Because
if we got to $32,000 for minimum wage, inflation would that increase to rally? Wouldn't that be?
Man.
Me tell them
because
that time KFC are gonna double if that happen.
Yep, you're not growing. You're not growing. Yeah, you're not growing. So when them call the people and take the 300% for themselves and busting, God, them bust the wage bill and Nigel Clark, and saying I get back the money by growth.
But them can't grow the country. They have never been able to grow the country.
No, we have recession, we have a steep recession instead of growth. And now the workers who are at the bottom can't get nothing because them all said, boy, we don't collect the money, so we'll get the money from Fiona. While the workers purchasing power get eat away every day, higher gas prices, higher food prices, higher this, higher that. So now the argument about productivity. You can't have productivity if you not pay the people. Everybody are going to get disgruntled and all of them something. So we're into a very interesting scenario.
Ralston Iman, give thanks, my friend. We talk Monday evening. Yeah, man. Blessings. Listeners and viewers, this has been the Colin Bell Show for yet another Saturday morning. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you, make his face shine upon you, and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again tomorrow morning for Talk Jamaica, which is your show, where everybody get a chance to talk. Peace be with you, my people. Louis Gangali Culture, take us out.
Tell them to try pre-wee, big up Portland Spice TV. Tell them to try pre-wee, big up Portland Spice TV. Remember to subscribe. See, Portland Spice TV, Louis Culture said once and we say it again. Portland Spice TV. We are going to hold them and pop it up.